and welcome to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center, where the 1-4 SMSU Mustangs will be taking on the 5-0 Upper Iowa University Peacocks. Hey everybody, I'm Matt Callahan alongside my partner Paul Vold. And Paul, looks like the Mustangs are on a 3-game losing streak here. They're trying to get back on track against a very surprising 5-0 Upper Iowa University Peacock team. So, Paul, let me ask you, what do the Mustangs need to do today to get a win?
Well, first off, they got to shake off what happened last week in that 56-14 loss at the hands of Minnesota State University. Offensively, they just need to keep moving the ball the way they have, with getting it to their quick receivers out in the flat, getting those screens out, and also getting the ball to Tyler Tondrum and those running backs more.
Most definitely, and we thank you for your keys to the game there, Paul. And we're just getting set for kickoff, and today is homecoming for SMSU, and SMSU is 20-25 all-time in homecoming games after losing 55-48 last season against Sioux Falls, and SMSU is just 3-12 in their last 15 homecoming games since 1999, so that's something to look out for here in this game. But all games here against Upper Iowa have been relatively close, but looking at the stats here, Paul, SMSU leads the overall series 8-2 against Upper Iowa, so the Mustangs have had some success against this Peacock team. But again, like we said, it looks like Tyler Tondrum's got to get going, and Charlie Kern. And defensively, what are you looking at as well?
Well, I got to say, the Mustang defense needs to contain Chris Smith, the running back, as he and the entire Peacock team lead in the conference of 202 rushing yards per game, and obviously big stat right there. And they also need to stay off the field, get off the field on third down and fourth down, as Upper Iowa is 38% on the season on third downs and also 55% on fourth down conversions. Also a big glaring stat right there.
Most definitely, and we look at some of the other stats here, and victory for SMSU today would be its 7th straight victory over Upper Iowa, and they're trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, as we've mentioned, and it'd just be the third homecoming victory since 2001, so the Mustangs are definitely hungry for a win here on homecoming night. So we're just getting set for the coin toss here, and the Mustangs, again, homecoming night, we're looking for their win here. And we got, again, like you said, Chris Smith, Paul, ranked second in Division II with 837 rushing yards. So the Peacocks like to run the ball, and he ranks first with 15 rushing touchdowns. So again, you got to watch out for him in the red zone and maybe on long runs as well. And the Mustangs have struggled in defending the run as well, so we look out for that, and we'll just kind of have to see what happens here with the Mustang defense. But they do have A.J. Page back. He came back last week, so I'll be looking out for that as well. So anyway, we're just getting set for kickoff. We're going to do the national anthem here. So we're going to take a 2-minute break here, and you're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
And be respectful of the opponent.
We all have a vision of that perfect smile. But when it comes to our smile, it's not something we can draw or wait to miraculously appear. We need an orthodontist, dental specialists with 2 to 3 years of specialized education beyond dental school. Your child might be the next Picasso, so trust that brilliant smile to the right hands. Seeing an orthodontist no later than age 7 can help achieve a healthy, beautiful smile. For more information, visit braces.org.
Southwest Minnesota State will get you where you want to go. We're a university of 3,600 students with over 45 majors to choose from. Small student-to-faculty ratios let your professors get to know you. And with a grad placement rate over 95%, your degree will help you get a job in your chosen field. Becoming involved is easy. And with over $150 million in improvements the last 10 years, our facilities are state-of-the-art. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide. Where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Hey, Barrett!
Look, Timmy's in trouble, Ann.
I told you to stay out of here! Come on, loser!
Someone should do something. Boy, you never see that happen.
If you see abuse or neglect, learn what you can do at BeHumane.org.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners?
About HIV.
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among Black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. We're back here with Mustang football, and it is homecoming night here at SMSU. A lot of events going on here on campus, and the Mustangs are looking for a win here, Paul, and it's going to be a tough one against a very good 5-0 Upper Iowa University Peacock team.
Yes, this team averaging 41.6 points per game, a very daunting task here for SMSU and the defense as well to try and limit Upper Iowa on chances on defense, as on offense actually, as SMSU will start out on defense.
And we're just getting set off for kickoff here. We got Trey McTaggart coming back there, as well as Javon Moore. And the kick will be fielded by McTaggart. He'll take it about to the 20-yard line. He's got some good blocking, and McReynolds will take him down at about the 35-yard line.
Very nice return there by McTaggart, tackled there by number 2, Andrew McReynolds.
And again, Andrew McReynolds, last time the Mustangs were at home, had an 89-yard punt return for a touchdown, a guy to look out for in this game. Very good corner as well. He can, defensively he can do it, and, in punt return yards, kick return yards, he's pretty solid. Jayski back in the shotgun, read option to Smith. Smith will be down about the 40-yard line. And again, like we said, Paul, you got to keep Smith in check here.
Absolutely, you got to keep Smith in check, but do not sleep on the quarterback, Cole Jeski.
And again, Jayski is 6'2", 215 senior. Take it, play action pass. Nice pass by Jayski for the first down at about the 49-yard line. Nice catch by number 81, Derek Geisking, senior from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Another 3-wide set for the Peacocks. Another play action play. And that'll be incomplete. Looking for the screen pass right there, Paul.
Yes, looking for the screen pass, but right there. Good protection from this Upper Iowa offensive line. Very big all around. As the left tackle, Casey Beck, is 6'7", 290. The right tackle, Ryan Babolka, is 6'9", 330. Very good numbers right there if you're a Peacock fan.
Jayski put it right on the money, but it looks like number 6, Shea Gutman, couldn't reel it in, senior out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And a lot of these guys from Upper Iowa here, Paul, are actually from Iowa, so a lot of guys, they get a lot of guys coming from Iowa as well as from California as well. A couple guys from
a chance California there early for the defense to create something there as a near interception right there.
Jayski fires. He's looking for Hefty, his tight end. And that's a third down stop for the Mustangs. Not a bad start for the defense here,
A very good start there for the Mustang defense, getting off the field on third down, as we talked about in the pregame.
And Jayski only has one completion on 4 attempts for only 12 yards. Looks like the Mustang cornerbacks are, covering pretty well. One catch or actually one drop by the Peacocks really kind of hurt them. They could have gotten the first down and kept their momentum going. And McReynolds will call a fair catch, but it'll bounce down at about the 15-yard line of the Mustangs. Again, here comes the Mustang offense. Had a rough go against Minnesota State last week, losing 56-14. Didn't score many points, as again, the Mustangs definitely score a lot of points when they're out here at home, but struggle on the road. But what are you looking on this drive here, Paul, the opening drive for the Mustang offense to do?
I'm looking for smart decisions from Charlie Kern early and often as he tries to connect with his receivers early in this game, try to get to those small, quick receivers that SMSU has.
A read option to Tondrum. Tondrum will be down at about the 18, 19-yard line.
So start off the game there with a run by Tyler Tondrum. Also need to get him going in this game as well if they want to see any success against Upper Iowa.
Didn't have the best game against Northern State last time they were at home. But a nice catch by Jordan Cross there. Again, we're going to see a lot of those short passes here, Paul. And, usually some of those, if they break a tackle, it's going to go for, obviously, a huge gain.
Yeah, Jordan Cross, Adam Olson, Ty Stephenson, even Nathaniel Hewitt are just quick receivers that'll get off the line and try to break a tackle and try to get some yards after the catch.
Got a four-wide set. Nate Carr in the slot. And Kern gets sacked on the play. And number 37, Alex Wall, junior from Elgin, Illinois, with the sack on the play. And the Mustangs are looking to punt here. It looks like they got some things going, but again, it was a great blitz by the Peacocks there.
Yes, an excellent tackle there by Alex Wall of the Peacocks. Kern did not see anything coming off his right side, and Wall planted him and made him pay for not seeing him.
And here comes Mike Wank, and he ranks first all-time in school history with a 41.7-yard punt average on 155 career punts. And McTaggart calls a fair catch, but fumbles the ball a little bit there. Mustangs were closing in on him, but he did recover the ball at about the 39-yard line of the Peacocks.
Another good punt there by Mike Wank. Good hang time, not allowing McTaggart to make anything out of that and having to signal the fair catch.
Here comes back Peacock offense. Had a nice first down and then went and again didn't convert on their next set of downs. And here comes Jaski, hand off to Smith, and he is tackled at about the 40-yard line. Good job by the Mustang defense there to stop Smith on that run.
Looks like about a gain of 2 yards on the play there. Good swarm tackles there by the Mustang defense. I believe it was A.J. Page who got the tackle there coming off the other side of the ball to make a play.
And again, it's good to see A.J. Page back in the lineup. Jaski takes it. Nice short out to his guy, number 81. And Giesking with a nice catch. And it'll be third down again for the Peacocks. They are 0 for 1 on third down so far. Looks like the Peacock offense likes to do those short passes as well, Paul. Do you think we'll see more of that in this game?
I think if the game continues in this fashion, it would be almost reminiscent of the Northern State game we had a few weeks ago. Another big stop there on third down by the Mustangs.
Nice tackle by Alex Burton, number 44, 6 foot, 244 junior. Doing a great job of making sure that Smith didn't get by him.
Little confusion there from the Upper Iowa sideline to decide whether they're going to punt or not, but they will punt here on the 4th and 2 early in this game.
Their second punt of the game already. I mean, so far so good for the Mustang defense, Paul. Nice kick. And it will be down at about the 18-yard line. And McReynolds will pick it up, and he fakes out a guy and gets down at about the 21-yard line as the refs mark them right there. So Andrew
risk-
McReynolds hasn't had a chance to really get going. So good job by the Peacocks there.
A risky play there by McReynolds to pick it up off the bounce with a defender right in his face, but was able to get a few yards after picking it up off the ground.
The first drive for the Mustangs, they did go 3 and out. Had to punt after a nice sack on Charlie Kern. Peacocks came with a nice blitz there. And here comes the Mustang offense again. Charlie Kern, 1 for 1, 5 yards. Kern will roll out. Nice pass to Nate Carr. He's got a blocker. And he'll take it up to about the 37-yard line of the Mustangs. Nice little play there by Charlie Kern to roll out and hit his guy, Nate Carr.
Charlie Kern had Ty Stephenson or Nate Carr, decided to go to Nate Carr on that one. The bigger of the two, and Carr made his presence known by getting the first down on that play.
Kern will hand it off to Tondrum.
Oh, he's got a
Tondrum's
blocker.
got some blockers, and he gets down at about the 49-yard line of the Peacocks. So Tyler Tondrum, his second carry of the game, and he'll go over 10 yards now. And again, like we said, Paul, at the beginning against Northern State, he only had 3 attempts for 6 yards.
Yeah, another good.
Tyler Tondrum will fumble the ball, and the Peacocks recover the ball, and they'll get the ball at about the 45-yard line. So Tyler Tondrum doesn't fumble the ball much, but accidentally coughs it up there.
Yeah, just not much you can do about that when the ball pops out of your hands after a big stop by your defense there, but hopefully Tyler Tondrum will redeem himself here in this game.
Again, turnovers, it's almost you got to feel like you can't turn over the ball in this type of game because the Peacocks will try and capitalize here. Jaski will play action. Will be swatted by A.J. Page. He's making an impact here, Paul.
Yes, early in this game, trying to make a statement after that loss to Minnesota State there. A.J. Page is playing very well early in this game.
Jaski will hand off the ball to Smith, and he won't get much there. About a 2-yard gain for him.
They won't give him anything on that one. The Mustang defense is containing Chris Smith early in this game, as we had mentioned early in the broadcast.
4 attempts for 8 yards for Smith. Jaski will roll out to his left. He's looking, and he'll throw it deep to his guy. And it is intercepted by Andrew McReynolds, and he'll take it to about the 40. And he's got some blockers. He could take it all the way, and he'll try and juke an offensive lineman. But we got a flag down as well. He'll be down at about the 30-yard line. Great play.
Might be a late hit on the – and he got another flag too. Might be offsetting, I think. There's a hit on Jeske, and it might be a late hit out of bounds, maybe a celebration penalty on SMSU, so we'll have to see what the refs come up with.
Again, a great job by Andrew McReynolds to get that interception there. He really couldn't see the ball until he put his head up and put his hands out and took it from him.
Got caught up in that little patch of sun still there on the field, but was able to turn around, make a play on the ball, and be able to corral it in and get a decent return as he was hit out of bounds by number 77, I believe it was, Casey Beck, the big 6'7", 290 lineman.
And Shea Gutman was the intended receiver on that play. So the refs are still debating on what the penalty was. It sounds like it's unsportsmanlike conduct on the Mustangs, or maybe the Peacocks. We'll see here. And the Mustangs have 2 penalties on them. Looks like A.J. Page had a block in the back, and Andrew McReynolds had unsportsmanlike conduct on that as well. So now the Mustangs will get the ball at their own 35-yard line, even though they had those 2 penalties, Paul, I mean, it's still good to see the Mustang defense kind of rebound. I mean, they've been shutting down this very high-powered Peacock offense.
Yeah, Andrew McReynolds making a great play. A.J. Page making tackles early in this game against Chris Smith. Overall, this defense has impressed us early in this matchup against Upper Iowa.
Here comes the Mustang offense. Last drive, Tyler Tonderum fumbled the ball. He's got 3 carries for 22 yards, only that 1 fumble. Charlie Kern play action. He's going to look deep for Jordan Cross, and he's wide open. And oh, he couldn't reel it in. Jordan Cross couldn't reel it in on that one.
Just a little more touch on that pass, and that would have hit Jordan Cross in stride and probably would have been 6 right there.
Definitely would have been, and was unfortunate missed opportunity for the Mustangs. Charlie Kern will get back out in shotgun. Nice short pass to Nathaniel Hewitt, and he'll get the first down and a little more. Down at about the 48-yard line of the Peacocks.
Again, wide receivers receiving the ball and then getting off tackles there. Nathaniel Hewitt there able to get the first down after beating the corner on that one.
And you see Charlie Kern likes to spread the ball around to his receivers like Jordan Cross, Adam Olson, Kevin Parks, Nathaniel Hewitt, Nate Carr. Drops back, and he's looking deep. And he overthrows Nathaniel Hewitt. Looks like he had a little bit of a step on him. Just Kern couldn't, just overthrew him a little bit there, Paul.
Try to lead him a little more back onto the field as Hewitt was still going towards the sideline there.
And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. And Kern calling an audible. And Kern will hand it off to Devontae Stevens. And
got a
Stevens
blocker
has
up
the
there.
edge. And he's got the first down and more. He's at the 15, and he's down at about the 4-yard line. Devontae Stevens with a nice run.
Excellent play right there. Great block from number 70. Austin Hilgert out of Bloomington, Minnesota. An excellent block there as he was able to help Devontae Stevens there.
And a 41-yard rush for Devontae Stevens. His first carry of the game. Great blocking by the offensive line of the Mustangs. And Kern will hand it off to Tonderum. He's got a hole, and he'll run it into the end zone, but there is a flag on the play.
Might be a hold.
Looks like it'll be a hold on the Mustangs. We'll get the official word here.
Offense making plays and then just moving in the wrong direction there on that one.
And again, 8:27 left in the first quarter. It's been kind of a weird first quarter so far, Paul. A couple of turnovers, a couple of 3-and-outs for both teams, but it looks like the Mustangs are getting on a little bit of a drive here.
Yeah, the Mustangs are putting things together on receiving and rushing.
Kern will throw it short to Nate Carr, and he'll get a couple more yards on that play. Down at about the 6-yard line. Tackled by Alex Wall. Kern, shotgun, Tonderum to his right. And Kern's going to do a quarterback draw, and he'll waltz into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! Charlie Kern, his first rushing touchdown today. And the Mustangs take a 6-0 lead. So, Paul, tell us how he got in there.
Oh, just absolutely great blocking down the field from the linemen and the receivers as well, setting up plays, and you cannot sleep on Charlie Kern down in the red zone here.
Mike Wank on the extra point. High snap, but it will get up, and it is good. So the Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 7-0. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners?
About HIV.
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Regional Event Center, where the SMSU Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 7-0. So on that drive, we look at what the Mustangs did here, and they get a nice touchdown on the play. They went 6 plays, 60 yards, took only 1 minute and 31 seconds off the clock. So Paul, they fumbled the ball, have a 1-3 and out there, but the Mustang offense is on the move here.
Yeah, definitely. Charlie Kern's making good decisions, allowing his receivers and his tailbacks to make plays for him.
And it'll be a touchback. And the Mustang defense coming back out. And again, we haven't seen Chris Smith break out yet. He's 4 of 8 on 8 yards, and they haven't passed the ball very well because we got Jaski, 2 completions on 7 attempts, 1 interception, and 18 yards. So the Mustang defense is creating some trouble for the Peacocks here, Paul.
Yeah, you can definitely see with A.J. Page being back in the lineup, the defense is playing a lot better as of late. Another short gain there by Chris Smith.
Chris Smith, his 5th attempt on the game. Short gain there.
The defensive line seems to be moving pretty well off the ball, off these big offensive linemen of Upper Iowa, and being able to get to Chris Smith and Jeske.
And Jaski completes it to his man, number 6, Shea Gutman, 6'1" senior. And it's a first down for the Peacocks. Jaski, his 3rd completion of the game.
Here we go. Upper Iowa, Jaski, shotgun formation, Smith in the backfield. On their own 36-yard line.
It'll be a read option to Smith again. Another short gain for him.
Back to the line of scrimmage, I think it is. No, they'll give him he'll give them a yard on the play.
Again, it looks like the Mustang defense are showing a lot of blitzes. They're moving the defensive line around as well.
They're creating some havoc for Jaski to try and get rid of the ball quickly.
Jaski will roll, and he will throw it to his guy, number 8, and he can't bring it in. Trey McTaggart was the intended receiver on the play. Another 3rd down for the Peacocks. They're 0 for 3 on 3rd down, Paul. Mustang defense, again, I mean, they're getting pressure, and they're covering their Peacock receivers pretty darn well.
Yeah, they're creating some havoc here for Jaski to try to get him move out of the pocket and find receivers down the field, and he has yet to connect with one down the field.
Jaski will hand it off.
Another big stop right there.
To Smith, and it looks like they won't get the first down. Jared Tweet on the tackle. Another 3rd down stop for the Mustangs. And Andrew McReynolds will take the punt. Had a nice interception last drive for the Mustangs. Haven't really broken out for a long gain in the punt return game, but again, you got to always keep him in check if you're the Peacocks. High snap, and the kick is
not allowing McReynolds to make a play.
It's probably a smart thing to do.
Kicking it away from him would be a smart move for Upper Iowa.
Not a very good kick by Nate Scare, 6'2" freshman for the Peacocks.
Out of Chatfield, Minnesota, down in my neck of the woods in Minnesota.
Here comes the Mustang offense. Last drive, they scored a touchdown on a nice run by QB draw by Charlie Kern, and again, we're going to see a lot of that here, Paul, today. And Kern in the shotgun, 4 wide set, and handoff to Tyler Tonderum, and he doesn't get much on that play. It's a couple yards. Tyler Tonderum has now 4 attempts for about 23 yards.
Seeing this Upper Iowa defense try to strip the ball away from Tyler Tonderum again after that last series fumble to see how it would affect Tonderum.
Short out
in the air.
Ball is batted in the air, and it's caught by Kern, or incomplete, actually.
I think he was just trying to bat it down there. Live to fight another day on that one. Took a shot, though.
You rarely see that kind of play here in any sport of football. Nice bat down by the Peacocks. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs. Their last third down didn't go as well. They're 0 for 1. Kern's going to change the play here. Nathaniel Hewitt to the right. Tommy Steidler in the slot. And a quick out to
another bat down right there.
Another bat down by the Peacocks. So the Mustangs go 3 and out on that. So the Peacock defense comes back out and makes a big stop.
Both defenses in this game have been able to bat down balls thrown by each quarterback. You've seen that a lot more lately in football. A lot more linemen getting their arms up and batting down footballs.
Here comes Mike Wank on the punt. Looks like the Peacocks are looking to try and block this kick here. And Wank gets it up. Nice punt. And Daryl Thomas will try and get the... And McTaggart will take it. And he's got some room, and he's going to take it to the 50. He's got one man to beat, and Wank can't get him, and he will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Peacocks. Trey McTaggart takes it 90 yards for the Peacocks. And the Peacocks, pending the extra point, will tie it up. It looks like the Mustangs couldn't contain McTaggart there, Paul.
Yeah, missed tackle there right at the 10-yard line by, I believe, Jonathan Cross. Just got a hand on McTaggart, was able to shake that off, and good blocking by the special teams on that one.
And the Mustangs give up a 91-yard punt return touchdown. And on the extra point will be Tim Rube. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Peacocks tie it up here at Mackey Field, and we'll take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
There are moments when you think about what defines you. Mine was the moment when the doctor said autism.
As a parent, you're expected to have all the answers. But when your child has autism, there are very few answers to be had.
Can you tell me what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I don't know.
That's why thousands across the country have come together online to give researchers the insight that only families can provide. Join the Ian Project. We all have questions. Together, we'll find the answers.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. The Upper Iowa University Peacocks come in with a punt return for a touchdown by Trey McTaggart. A nice blocking for the Peacocks on that play there, Paul. And again, the Mustangs didn't really do a very good job of containing him, but I mean, again, the Peacocks had some great blocking there as well.
Yeah, they allowed McTaggart to get to the outside rather than tried to corner him in and try to get him to go up the middle.
And here comes the kickoff. McReynolds and Tyler Tonram back will be fielded at about the 6-yard line. Tonram will be hit immediately at about the 17-yard line. So again, a lot of the special teams guys like McReynolds and Tyler Tonram just can't get a lot of yards on these.
Tim Tuggle there with a big tackle on Tyler Tondrum there to stonewall him at the 23-yard line.
Here comes the Mustang offense. Went 3 and out their last time. And Charlie Kern, 4 of 8 passing, 43 yards. And Devontae Stevens, 1 attempt for 41 yards rushing. And Tyler Tonram, 4 attempts, 23 yards.
If the Mustang offense here, you're just looking for some positive, get some first downs and allow your receivers to make some plays here.
Devontae Stevens gets a little nice run there. About a 5-yard, 6-yard gain.
Good blocking there by the line and Nathaniel Hewitt as well on that one to allow Stevens to pick up 5 on that one.
2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. Again, Devontae Stevens to his left. And Kern takes the high snap and gives it to Stevens, and Stevens has got some room, and he'll get the first down and a little more. He'll be down at about the Mustang 31-yard line. So again, Devontae Stevens making his presence known right here.
Yep, Stevens getting the ball early in this game and creating something for this offense.
Another high snap, and Devontae Stevens will take the ball again. Short gain on that one, down at about the Mustang 39-yard line. So again, Paul, we're talking about almost a three-headed monster here in the backfield. You got Tyler Tundrum, you got Ashanti Payne, you got Devontae Stevens. Even though Payne hasn't had any attempts yet, I mean, you got to watch out for these three guys.
Yeah, all three of these backs are very capable of handling multiple reps in the game and gaining big yards.
Again, Stevens with a nice run on the play. And it'll be third down and about 1 for the Mustangs. Devontae Stevens, 5 attempts, 67 yards. Another handoff to Stevens, and he'll run it.
Close.
It'll be a close.
I think he might have gotten it.
It looks like he did. It looks like he jumped over a couple Peacocks to try and reach for the first down. And it will be fourth down for the Mustangs.
Not a very good spot there by the side judge there.
Charlie Kern's just going to go for it, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and it doesn't look like
close.
He got it. It's going to be really close.
I thought it was the same spot he had on third down.
Again, that QB sneak. It can either make or break you. But it is pretty darn close. And they will
ask for a measurement on this one.
Measurement. Devontae Stevens, 6 attempts, 68 yards. And just kind of looking at the stats here, Paul, I mean, he's just running with authority.
Yeah, with either one of these running backs are capable of having a big game, and so far in this game, it's Devontae Stevens, even with Tyler Tondrum having 4 attempts, 23 yards.
And let's see if it's on here. It seems like he won't get it. And the Upper Iowa defense is standing strong now. They make the nice stop on the Mustang offense. So on that QB sneak play, it looked like they were pretty much jammed up the middle there. And it looks like maybe the Mustangs could have maybe done an outside run with Devontae Stevens. But again, we're not college coaches.
Yeah, on that play, I believe Charlie Kern wanted the ball, and he wanted to get that first down for his team.
Jaski is batted down by A.J. Page, his second breakup of the game. I mean, A.J. Page is playing really well right now, Paul.
Yes, he's playing with like a man on fire in this game. A.J. Page getting off those blocks by linemen and batting down the ball.
2nd and 10 for the Peacocks. Jaski has a guy in motion, and we'll give it to Smith, and Smith will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The Mustang defense, again, they're showing their grit here, Paul.
Alex Burton, a nice tackle there off the line to lose yardage there for Upper Iowa. This defense has impressed us early here in this game.
2:47 and counting left in the first quarter. Jaski trips to the right. Jaski blitz by the Mustangs, and he's got his guy number 81 and breaks a tackle, and he is down at about the 15-yard line. A nice catch and run by number 81. Number 81 for the Peacocks, Derek Giesking out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And that'll be his second reception of the game. 33-yard gain for him. Peacocks play action, throws it to his guy, and it is knocked down. Great defensive play by Donovan Woods.
Donovan Woods, and very nice play right there to get on his receiver, not allowing him to catch that ball.
Looks like the Peacocks are looking for those short routes, and the Mustang defense, pass defense and run defense has been almost pretty good up to this point. Jaski will take it, and he'll throw it up to his man, number 81, and he will
did not
be
have
out
a
of
foot
bounds. And like you said, Paul, he did not have a foot down on that play, so Derek Giesking looking for his third reception on the game for a touchdown, but it'll just be over. Again, great pass defense by the Mustangs to make sure that Giesking couldn't get that catch.
Yes, Jaski led him a little too much to the outside. Giesking able to get a hand on it, but was not able to pull it down in bounds there.
3rd and 10 from the SMSU 14-yard line, and Tyler Flood coming in on the blitz.
Good pressure.
And pass to Smith, and that'll be incomplete. And looks like the Peacocks will try and attempt for a field goal here.
Burton and Flood there with some big pressure, timing that snap perfectly and causing Jaski to throw that ball short.
And again, the Peacocks are only 1 of 6 on 3rd down, so the Mustang defense holding strong. And Tin Rube on the kick for the Peacocks. The snap is up.
Got a hand on it, I think.
And the kick is up, and it is good for the Peacocks. So the Peacocks take a 10-7 lead with 2:01 left in the first quarter. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV. And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. Here on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University, and the Peacocks go on a pretty nice drive here, and they get a 7-play, 31-yard drive. Only took 1 minute and 12 seconds off the clock. They get a field goal, and again, Mustangs hold them to a field goal. The defense, again, like we said, Paul, they had to play pretty well in this game, and so far they pretty much have.
For the defense there on that drive, that is a win. Holding Upper Iowa to a field goal.
Andrew McReynolds had some room, got it out to about the 30-yard line. The Mustang offense coming back out. And on their last drive, they went on downs again. And we're looking for the Mustang offense to really break out here. I mean, they have had some positive plays, just a couple 3-and-outs, and they got stopped on that QB sneak by Charlie Kern. But the Mustang offense trying to get things going, down 10-7, which is not bad to be down by in this game. So the Mustang offense looking back to get back on track here. Tyler Tonram gets the carry, and he'll be tackled at about the 30-yard line.
Might get a half-yard gain on that, maybe 1.
And a nice tackle by Joe Bush on that play. And 4-wide set for the Mustangs. Kern will go back to pass. Looking for Nathaniel Hewitt, and he'll get the catch. He'll be tackled.
Good tackle right there.
At about the 32-yard line.
And number 5, Javon Moore, the defensive back, is able to bring down Nathaniel Hewitt before he could break that tackle right there.
Charlie Kern, 5 completions on 9 attempts, 49 yards. And there's a penalty on the play. Looks like it might be on the Mustangs here. Get the official word here. Another penalty on the Mustangs that will drive them back to about the 31-yard line.
Seen a few of those plays early in this matchup so far in this first quarter. Mustangs come up with a big play and then a flag to follow through, not helping their cause in this game here.
Kern back to pass. He's going to look and try to get Ty Stephenson on that play. Can't complete it. Another 3-and-out for the Mustangs. Looks like go ahead, Paulie.
Charlie Kern here was able to make the play, but had just a little bit of pressure late into that throw. If he didn't have that pressure follow through on it, he probably would have been able to hit Ty Stephenson right in the numbers there.
And Charlie Kern, 5 of 10, 49 yards. Mike Wank on the punt. The snap. Nice high punt
Another
by
beautiful
Mike
punt
Wank.
right there.
McTaggart will take it again, and it will be tackled at about the 26-yard line of the Peacocks. And on the last drive, the Peacock offense, Cole Jaski and Chris Smith had some good things to look out for. They had Jaski 4 of 14 on 59 yards and an interception. So he had a pretty good drive last time, and Chris Smith has struggled. Only 8 attempts for 15 yards. So the Peacock offense looking to get back on track here. Another read option, and Smith will get it for a nice gain. Seemed like it's his almost longest gain of the game here, Paul.
Yeah, so far in this matchup, only about a 7-yard pickup there, that being probably his longest carry of the night. Mustangs have done a good job containing him in the first quarter here.
Smith takes the handoff again, and he'll be tackled about
another short gain.
About 9 seconds left in the first quarter. It looks like the Peacocks will let the clock run out, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So the Upper Iowa University Peacocks lead the SMSU Mustangs 10-7, and we'll be back with second quarter action. We'll take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide, where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. And it is, again, homecoming night for Southwest Minnesota State University. A week full of fun activities. The soccer team playing, the volleyball team playing as well. Now the SMSU football team trailing the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 10-7. And Paul, what are you looking for the Mustang defense to do here on this drive?
Well, they got to be able to create more pressure as they've been doing in this game to get Jaski to be able to roll out and disrupt his rhythm.
Jaski will give it to
Big tackle
Smith.
Right there.
Nice
Might
tackle.
be enough for the first down.
Nice tackle by Jonathan Cross, junior out of Jacksonville, Florida. And it will be a first down for the Peacocks. So the chains will move. And again, Chris Smith, 11 attempts, 25 yards. Mustang defense holding him in check. Technically, the Mustang defense has only let up 3 points so far. So the Mustang defense really holding strong here, Paul.
Yeah, this offense of Upper Iowa averaging 41.6 points per game. A definite win so far in this game, only allowing 3 points.
Jaski overthrows his man Gutman on that play. Nice coverage by Andrew McReynolds.
And also, they're doing a very good job containing the run. Only Chris Smith only giving up 26 yards in this game rushing, as they've been averaging 202.6 yards a game so far in 5 games of this season.
Jaski will give it to Smith, and he'll be tackled at about the 39-yard line. Nice tackle by number 44, Blake Pennick. Another third down for the Peacocks. They're 2 of 7 on third down. Mustang defense trying to make that 2 of 8 on third down here. And Smith will go in the slot on the right. Got to keep him in check as well. Jaski back to pass. He's looking, the blitz coming, and he'll hit his guy number 84, and he'll get the first down for the Peacocks. Number 81, Derek Giesking, again on the nice catch. Third reception of the game for him. And it will be a first down officially.
A.J. Page is coming off the edge there, but Jaski was able to stand tall in the pocket and deliver a throw there to number 84, Dorian Deere.
Jaski will take the pass, and it will be incomplete. His guy, number 6, Shea Gutman, couldn't handle the pass there. Looked like the Mustangs almost picked it off there, Paul. Another interception for Andrew McReynolds. And Jaski will go in shotgun with Smith in the backfield as well. And he'll give it to Smith, and Smith gets the outside, and a nice tackle by Andrew McReynolds. Third down for the Peacocks. How about Andrew McReynolds' play right now, Paul?
Oh, a definite great tackle right there by McReynolds. And overall in this game, he is definitely one of the front runners on this defense.
13:05 and counting left in the second quarter. And third down and 10 for the Peacocks. 3 for 8 on third down. Mustang showing blitz. Will go back into coverage and throws it to the far side. Gutman with a nice catch for a first down for the Peacocks. So they convert on another third down. Looks like they're getting on a bit of a drive here, Paul.
I think it might have been short there, as he was short on that, as the ball, his momentum brought him just shy of the sticks there, and it will be 4th and short here.
Jaski will hand it off to Smith, and Smith will get the first down there officially. Tackled at about the 35-yard line, so Smith is 14th carry on the game, only 29 yards. But the Peacocks are driving here.
Upper Iowa coming into the game, 55% conversion on fourth down, 6 of 11.
Jaski will play action to Smith. The Mustangs giving pressure, and he will throw it away. Again, nice coverage by the SMSU Mustangs, as well as good pressure there.
Good pressure there from the D line right there. I believe it was number 90, Leon Perry, coming up the middle, causing Jaski to throw that ball away.
And the Mustang defense holding strong here. And coming into the game for Chris Smith is Evan Dornick, senior from Dakota, Illinois.
Jaski there, huge pressure up the middle from number 93, Jacob Lepso, and he just threw that ball away. Nobody there to catch that.
And Jaski, 6 completions on 20 attempts, 1 interception on 81 yards. So Jaski has had trouble trying to complete passes to his receivers.
Yeah, this defense has got enough pressure to break Jaski off his rhythm, not allow him to complete any balls to his receivers.
By the Mustangs. And shovel pass.
Oh, wow.
Nice catch by, great catch by number 42 again, Evan Dornick. And it is 4th down though for the Peacocks. Peacocks are 1 for 1 on 4th down.
The definition of a broken play right there. Jaski not able to get his shoulders around to throw that ball, so he just Brett Favre shovel passed that ball to his receiver.
Here we go, 4th and 5 for the Peacocks. Mustangs looking for a stop here. Jaski back to pass. He's looking, sees nothing, and he fires, hits Gutman, and it looks like he has the catch and the first down, but the Mustangs almost pretty much tattoo him there. I'm surprised he held on to that ball.
3 defenders around him, and he was still able to haul in that ball, even taking a hit from behind there. Gutman, a very nice catch there on 4th down. They're 2 for 2 in this game on 4th down.
Gutman, 3 catches for 28 yards. Then Jaski's main target. Jaski goes long to his guy, and he's got it, and he
incomplete.
Can't hold on to it. Gutman on the play. Andrew McReynolds. I tell you what, Paul, he's playing really well right now. I mean, he can field punts, he can field kicks, and, I mean, defensively, he's solid today.
He's been breaking up plays from receivers on both ends of the field. I mean, he broke up a pass down here, even got the interception, broke up a pass down in the end zone, and that previous player.
Jaski's trying to roll out, and he'll be sacked by number 45, Rakeem Felder. And again, like we said, the Mustangs haven't had any sacks, but they've been getting a lot of pressure on Jaski. But again, Rakeem Felder with a nice sack on the play.
You would think with such a big line that Upper Iowa has, they would be able to control the smaller defensive line of SMSU, but this has not been the case tonight. SMSU has been getting a lot of pressure on Jaski, and that being the first sack of the night.
And it'll be 3rd and 20 for the Peacocks. And Jaski back to pass, a lot of pressure, but he'll go a screen pass to Smith, and he'll be tackled at about the 25-yard line. Chris Smith with his 2nd reception on the game. It'll be 4th down for the Peacocks. It looks like they're debating on whether to go for it or do a field goal here.
4th and 15 on this play. Very interesting decision by the Upper Iowa coaching staff.
And the Peacocks
take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout here, and we'll take a timeout as well. We'll take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang Football here on KSSU TV.
At 32, Carol had her first heart attack. Michelle began kidney dialysis right before graduation. A brain seizure kept Maria out of work for nearly a year. Without warning, lupus can attack the major organs. Every day, it disables its victims, especially women. Like most Americans, I didn't know how life-threatening lupus could be until my sister was diagnosed. It's time we do something about it.
For more information about lupus, contact the Lupus Foundation of America.
We're back here at Mackey Field at the Schwann Regional Event Center. And we see a lot of people out here today, Paul, on homecoming, and it's always a big turnout here.
Oh, yes, a lot of alumni in town this weekend taking in homecoming. Very good turnout by students. As we were walking in, you could see the tailgates lot was full of party goers and very spirited Mustang fans, as it's always a joy to see so many people enjoying the tailgating festivities as well as Mustang football here tonight.
Tim Rube will attempt a field goal here. He was successful on his first attempt. And the Mustangs looking to block the kick. And
it's going to be short.
It looked like it was blocked by a Mustang as well. Maybe got a hand on it, and it'll be no good for the Upper Iowa University Peacocks. So here comes the Mustang offense. A couple 3-and-outs here, Paul. But again, they've had the ball moving a couple times. I mean, Dooley, because of Devontae Stevens, 6 attempts, 68 yards, and Tyler Tonram has pitched in as well, 5 attempts, 22 yards. So it looks like the Mustang offense is pretty solid, a couple 3-and-outs. I mean, they do have over 136 yards total. So what are you looking for the Mustangs to do here on the drive, Paul?
I'm looking for the pass game to start to ramp up a little bit, using the run to set up the pass.
And Charlie Kern will pass it to Nathaniel Hewitt, and he'll get a couple of yards more. And
it'll be a face mask, as the defender got, I think, a finger in the face mask of Hewitt, and that's all the ref needs to see to throw the yellow flag.
And we'll get the official word here from and the penalty is on number 5 of the Peacocks, Javon Moore, senior out of Newark, New Jersey. And that'll move the Mustangs up to about the 47-yard line of the Peacocks.
Good to see Jordan Cross and Adam Olson back in the
really
game together.
High snap, and Devontae Stevens will pick it up, and he'll try to make something out of it, and it'll be tackled at about the 36-yard line of the Mustangs, so that'll push the Mustangs back a little bit. And there have been a couple high snaps here, Paul.
Yeah, a little miscommunication between the center and the quarterback so far. You've been seeing a little sideline conversation between Charlie Kern and his center.
Nathan Thompson, 6-foot sophomore.
The two not seem to be on the same page in this game.
Charlie Kern's going to change up the play. Didn't like what he saw. It'll be on the 36-yard line of the Mustangs. 2nd and 27 to go. And he'll throw it deep to Nathaniel Hewitt. And he'll catch it! And he'll get inside the 10! And a touchdown, Nathaniel Hewitt!
Oh, he beat that defender, read like a mule. Tim Tuggle on that play did not know where the ball was, and Hewitt was able to snag that.
Charlie Kern with the nice strike to Nathaniel Hewitt. And that is a 64-yard completion. And the Mustangs take the lead here, 13-10, pending the extra point. And Adam Olson in on the hold, and Mike Wenk will kick it.
That catch coming off a 2nd and 28, a second and forever on that one. And a beautiful pass there by Kern to Hewitt on that one.
And again, the Stampede is on the move. We're going to take a 30-second break here on KSSU TV.
Your heart rate's a little fast.
Cause of death, acute myocardial infarction.
Have you tried a weight loss program?
Likely caused by type 2 diabetes and heart disease.
Still smoking?
Victim's lungs are black and scarred.
You can get a physical exam now, or you can get one later. Use our free risk calculator and talk to your doctor. Lower your risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease and live a healthier life.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. The Mustangs go on a 3-play drive, 75 yards, only took 1 minute and 8 seconds off the clock. Charlie Kern passed to Nathaniel Hewitt, 64-yard touchdown pass. And I'll tell you what, Paul, on that play, it looked like Nathaniel Hewitt, it looked like it was going to be incomplete, but at the last second, Hewitt just put his arms out and caught the ball and took it for a touchdown.
Yeah, the defensive back, Tim Tuggle, number 7, Upper Iowa, thought he was going to be able to break that up, but he just mistimed it, and Hewitt was able to sneak that in as he got around Tuggle and was able to come back in to make the catch on that one. An absolute beautiful play there by Hewitt and Kern to be able to throw the deep ball such effectively.
And again, we've seen the Mustang offense really do a good job of down the field passing. And when they do it, I mean, they're quite effective. So watch out for that deep passing. Charlie Kern with a nice pass to Nathaniel Hewitt. So here comes the Mustang defense doing a great job of defending this very high-powered Peacock offense. Jaski doesn't like what he sees from the Mustang defense. Tyler Flood coming in to look like he was going to go in for a blitz. And Jaski will take a timeout.
I believe the play clock was winding down on that, so it forced him to take a timeout on that one.
And we'll keep it right here on KSSU TV. So, Paul, let's kind of look at Charlie Kern's stats right now. 7 completions on 12 attempts, 126 yards, and a touchdown. And you look at Devontae Stevens as well, 6 attempts, 68 yards. And then Nathaniel Hewitt, how big has he been? 4 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. And again, when we saw him against Northern State, he had a big game. And now he's just having one heck of a game here against the Peacocks.
Yeah, Hewitt getting his first start in that Northern State game, and he took full advantage of that start, creating beautiful plays for the offense and generating points for the team. Even though they didn't come up with the victory in that one, a very solid game out of Hewitt.
And Jaski coming out of the shotgun here. He'll fake it, give it to his running back, number 42, Evan Dornick.
Very nice tackle there by number 11, Casey Hertz.
And here we go, 2nd and 6 for the Peacocks on their own 29. And Casey Hertz, like you said, Paul, ranks 5th in the NSIC with 48 tackles. Jaski rolling out. Tyler Flood trying to chase him down, and Gutman will take the catch, but he'll be hit hard by a Mustang at about the 39-yard line.
Mustangs again creating uncomfortability for Jaski, forcing him to roll out and try to find a receiver down the field as Gutman takes another big hit.
And another overthrow by Jaski.
He's hit by A.J. Page, and he had a few words for him after that hit.
And again, I mean, Jaski, 10 completions, 26 yards, 1 interception. I mean, just kind of looking at it, the Mustang defense has been getting just unreal pressure on Jaski.
Jaski not looking too comfortable in the pocket either, as he's been rolling out a lot more.
And number 22 on the play with the carry for the Peacocks, Vincent O'Dorfer on that play, getting some action here. 6-yard gain, 3rd and 4 for the Peacocks. Jaski trying to change up the play. Back to pass, blitz by the Mustangs. Tyler Flood trying to take Gieske down at the 49-yard line, and it'll be a first down for the Peacocks.
Just another quick completion there from Jaski to his receivers, just trying to get the ball out and try to do what SMSU's been doing, just try to have their receivers create plays down the field, trying to get off tackles.
Jaski will complete it to his guy, Hefty, at the 42-yard line. Again, Hefty hasn't had, looking at him at pregame, I mean, he's a big guy, and I mean, he can put if he puts his shoulder down, he can run you over there, Paul.
Oh, definitely. He is a force to be reckoned with on this field when he gets his chance.
Jaski will give it to Vinny Deffer, and he'll be down a little short of the first down, so it'll be 3rd down for the Peacocks. And again, Peacocks, 4 of 12 on 3rd down. And the Mustangs have been doing a good job on 3rd down so far. Jaski back to pass, looking short, and he'll try and get his guy, O'Dorfer, and it looks like he's calling for pass interference.
Be a pass interference or a hit on the quarterback.
We'll get the official call here.
A lot of options for the referee on this one.
It'll be holding on the defense on number 4, Alex Oliver, 6-foot junior, out of Elk Run Heights, Iowa. 6:20 left in the second quarter. The Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 14-10. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Peacocks on the SMSU 31. Rolls, and he's got his guy, Gieske, down at about the 14-yard line. It'll be another first down for the Peacocks. It looks like they're driving here, Paul.
Gieske, another reception there, along with Gutman, both with 4 receptions on the game. Go-to players for Jaski, even when he was rolling out on that one, found him downfield.
Jaski will give it to Dornick, and he'll be tackled at about the 13-yard line. Mustang defense keeping the Upper Iowa Peacocks in check. They've only allowed about 33 yards rushing total. And you look at Chris Smith, he hasn't been really effective so far. 14 attempts, 29 yards. Looks like the Upper Iowa Peacocks are sticking with the short passes here, Paul.
Yeah, Smith not getting his reps. You can't see him on the field too often when he's unable to create something for his team.
Nice tackle by Casey Hertz. Nice catch. The Peacocks.
Another 3rd down here for Upper Iowa. Hopefully the defense of Southwest can hold them once again, as they've been holding them in check all night.
Jaski back to pass, looking short, and he'll overthrow his intended receiver. Number 12 for the Peacocks, Lucas Hefty. Again, tight end, 6'4", senior out of Traer, Iowa. It'll be 4th down for the Peacocks. Looks like they'll just take the 3 points.
Not enough pressure, not pressure coming, maybe one guy coming at Jeske, and he just overthrew that ball. Overthrew his receiver very high.
And Tim Rube, 1 for 2 on the day from field goal range. Looking to go 2 of 3 here. Snap, kick is up, and it'll be
wide.
No good. Wide left for the Peacocks. He is now 1 of 3 from field goal range. So the Mustangs catch a break there. And the Mustang offense coming back out after a very successful drive. Charlie Kern throwing a 64-yard touchdown pass to Nathaniel Hewitt. So, Paul, are they looking to repeat here?
Well, of course they're looking to repeat here. Of course, you got to get all your receivers going, especially Nathaniel Hewitt. He's been money all night long. Especially you got to get the Flo brothers going of Jordan Cross and Adam Olson, along with Nate Carr.
And here we go, the Mustang offense back out. Charlie Kern, 7 completions, 12 attempts, 126 yards, and a touchdown. And the handoff will be to Tyler Tonram. A hard-fought run by Tonram.
Bounced off a few tackles there, was able to get through the line and get, I believe, about 8 yards on that play.
And an offensive lineman down for the Mustangs. They'll take an injury timeout, and we'll take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
What's it like when you hear your calling? Will you ignore it? Or will you listen? What if it calls you to go halfway around the world? To serve people you've never met? What will you do when you hear your calling? Peace Corps, life is calling. How far will you go?
80.
30.
50.
Every mile brings us closer.
64.
Every mile in a city near you.
75.
Help us find a cure for diabetes.
100.
Join the Tour de Cure.
60.
Register to ride.
36.
Or sponsor a rider.
50.
Call 1-888-DIABETES or visit us online at diabetes.org/tour. How many miles will you ride?
25.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners?
About HIV.
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among Black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
When you donate goods in response to an international disaster, it's expensive.
They have to cross the sea, pass through customs, be inspected, sorted, then finally delivered.
And often they arrive too late to help, making your good intentions feel a little empty.
There is a better way. Cash donations are fast, simple, and allow professional relief workers to purchase supplies close at hand.
Cash is best. Learn more at CIDI.org.
When I was first diagnosed with HIV, Cookie and I decided to fight this disease. Now we're here to urge you to stand with us in the fight against HIV.
In the U.S., about half of the new HIV cases have occurred among African Americans.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member today.
Do you know a young woman with severe joint and chest pain, fever, skin rashes, and overwhelming fatigue? Common symptoms for a challenging ailment. Lupus. A very serious, sometimes deadly immune disorder. Lupus affects millions of people, usually attacking women during their childbearing years. Symptoms are often misdiagnosed for years. Delay in treatment can cost someone you love their family or their life. The Lupus Foundation of America wants to end this by educating physicians as well as those people at risk. Please help.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. So we have an injured Mustang on the play, and we believe it's number 77, right tackle, Alan McCauley, 6'5", 300 junior. And again, it looks like it's a severe injury here, Paul, and we hate to see that happen, and we really hope that Alan's okay.
Yeah, it could be just could be a knee or a leg thing. I mean, I saw him sit up a little bit, so that's definitely a good sign right there.
Most definitely, and a lot of Mustangs there on the field to give him support. And again, the Mustangs lead 14-10 here in the second quarter, 4:48 left. The Mustangs still have the ball.
Yeah, Allen, a junior out of Fountain, Minnesota, at Kingsland High School and Rochester Community and Technical College, down in my area for the transfer out of the Yellow Jackets, a very good program down there.
And as they aid to McCauley, let's kind of look at some of the stats here, Paul. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Peacocks. Cole Jaski, 14 completions, 31 attempts, 1 interception, 143 yards. So, again, the Mustang defense has been doing a great job of giving him pressure, and they've picked him off once as well. So, the Mustangs really keeping this Upper Iowa University Peacocks in check here.
Yeah, definitely all night. The line has been creating lots of pressure, getting off the big, daunting linemen that have averaging at least 6'3", 6'4", especially those big tackles that are 6'7" and 6'9", getting around them and not allowing Jeske to get comfortable in the pocket at all.
And we want to make a correction as well. It was not Alan McCauley because he is out there tending to the injured Mustang. So we're going to definitely try and look to see who it is. We apologize for that. And again, the Mustangs have the lead here, and we kind of expected a high-scoring game here, Paul. Not really so far, but again, both defenses I think are playing at pretty high levels. Again, the Peacocks forced a fumble, the Mustangs get an interception. So again, it is homecoming night for the Mustangs.
Both defenses in this game have played very well, holding both offenses, creating turnovers. The Mustangs getting an interception while Upper Iowa's turned over the ball has gotten the ball on a fumble and a stop on downs.
And how great is that? All the Mustang teammates are helping them up on the stretcher. I mean, that's true brotherhood right there, Paul.
Absolutely. These guys have been through a lot together already, all the way through training camp up to this moment throughout this, just to play football again. And you definitely create relationships with your teammates on and off the field.
And we'll see who we get. See what and he'll be rolled out of Mackey Field, and we really hope to see he's okay, and we get a standing ovation from the crowd. And a lot of people really hope the injured Mustang is okay.
Hopefully we get a report on who it is and to the extent of the injury itself. Hopefully it's not as serious as we believe it to be.
And prayers and go out to him and his family. And we come back here to Mustang football. The Mustangs have a second and 2 for the Mustangs on the SMSU 28-yard line. Kern in the shotgun will give it to Tondrum, and he's got a hole. And he'll get to the outside, and he'll beat a Peacock, and he'll be down at about the 48-yard line. Tyler Tondrum with his longest rush of the game.
Yeah, definitely Tyler Tondrum now taking the reins that Devontae Stevens started in this game, and now taking his turn with the ball as it goes from series to series. Both running backs have featured very well.
And the Mustangs over 100 rushing yards on the day, and that'll add to their total right there by a little run by Tyler Tondrum. His 8th attempt on the game. So Tyler Tottenham getting his reps here and making the most out of it. And Charlie Kern will change the play here. And Tyler Tottenham with him as well. Another high snap, and Charlie Kern's going to roll out, and he's going to try and scramble, but he'll be tackled, and it'll be a fumble on the play, but it looks like the Mustangs recovered it. Nice job by one of the Flo brothers, Adam Olson.
Nice recovery right there by Adam Olson there to realize that the ball came out and to play until the whistle blew and cover that. As I believe as Kern was down before the ball came out. But it's another 3rd and long here for the Mustangs.
And again, the Peacocks showing their snake formation. No really down linemen, just showing blitz, moving back and forth.
Southwest Minnesota State, they have it 3rd and 8 on the Upper Iowa 48.
Kern back to pass. He's looking short to Jordan Cross, and he'll get the first down on that one, I believe.
Very nice job there by Jordan Cross to hang on the ball right at the yard marker and be able to have enough forward momentum to get the first down.
Charlie Kern, 8 completions, 13 attempts, 135 yards and a touchdown. And Kern back to pass, looking for Olson, and it'll be incomplete. Couldn't hold on to that one. And Adam Olson has been targeted a couple times in this game. Really hasn't gotten the ball much, but again, we're looking for him to get going here. Charlie Kern back in the shotgun. Another high snap, but he'll give it to Tottenham, and Tottenham will get a couple yards on that play up to the Peacock 35-yard line. Tyler Tottenham.
There will definitely be some halftime adjustments there between Charlie Kern and his center there as they try to get back on the same page. Nathan Thompson out of Laverne. Just try to calm down a little bit. Not try to hold on to the football as hard as he usually does.
And Kern will get the snap. He's looking. He tries to scramble, but he'll be sacked by number 37, Alex Wall, on the play. His 2nd sack of the game. So Alex Wall getting pressure on Charlie Kern there, Paul.
Yeah, it looked like Kern had a play down the field, took his eyes off it, and then saw the defensive player right next to him, and by the time he figured that out, it was too late and had a hand on him, brought him down.
And it looks like the Mustangs will punt the ball here. And
nobody back to return for Upper Iowa.
1:37 left in the 2nd quarter.
Now they do. They have McTaggart come back in.
Here comes McTaggart. It'll be a timeout by the SMSU Mustangs, and we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU television.
Does retirement have to wait until my 70s?
Is a great college for our kids?
Out of the question?
Is the American dream
Out of our reach?
Not if we can help it. We're the National Endowment for Financial Education, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get smart about their money. Log on to smartaboutmoney.org today and start taking control of your financial life.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. It is homecoming night for the Mustangs. 1:33 left in the 2nd quarter. 14-10, the Mustangs lead over the Upper Iowa Peacocks. So, Paul, what are your overall first impressions of this first half?
This first half has been a complete opposite of what I expected in this game. The Mustang defense has held Upper Iowa in the running game and gotten pressure on Jeske to not allow him to get comfortable in the pocket behind his lineman.
And Wank will punt it off, and it'll be down at about
Beautiful
the 7-yard line.
Right there. Good placement.
Good placement right there. Tyler Flood gets the ball. 1:24 left in the 2nd quarter, and here comes the Peacock offense. They got down into field goal range, but Tim Rube has only been 1 of 3 on field goals. So the Peacocks have missed some points here. Mustangs are looking to make another stop here before halftime.
Down in the shadow of their own goal line, Jeske and Upper Iowa here does not want to get caught in a bad situation here.
Here we go. Jeske back to pass. He's looking for his man, and it is caught. Or no, incomplete on the play.
Very nice effort there by the receiver.
Giesking
there again. Thought it might have been a good catch right there, but the line judge ruled him out of bounds.
Jeske in the shotgun. 4 wide set. Mustangs show blitz, and they will. Throws it up, and it is knocked down by Donovan Woods. His second pass breakup of the game.
The Mustangs brought the house on that one and rolled the dice on that one, and were able to come up with it.
Looks like the Mustangs are trying to make a stop here and try to get the ball back and get some points.
McTaggart had a play on that ball, but Woods was able to knock it away there at the last second.
It looks like McTaggart is limping a little bit.
He's taking some abuse tonight.
And Dornick will get the carry, and he'll be
short
hit by Jarrett Tweet at about the 14-yard line.
Coach Sauter takes a timeout for his defense there. Be 4th and 1 for Upper Iowa.
And we'll keep it right here, and we'll analyze a couple of the stats here for the Upper Iowa Peacocks. So let's look at the rushing here, Paul. Again, you look at Chris Smith, 14 attempts, 29 yards. Total before this game, like, he had 15 touchdowns, and that's most in the NSIC. So you look at this, you got to give credit to this Mustang defense.
Yeah, this defense has held him in check, and we've barely seen any of him in this second quarter as they've gone to other backs as Dornick and Ordeffer.
Kevin Parks and Andrew McReynolds back on the punt.
Maybe try a little misdirection here.
Here's Nate Scare on the punt. A little high snap there, and it's almost blocked by Alex Oliver. And McReynolds will field the punt at about the 45-yard line, and he'll be taken down at the 45-yard line. 55 seconds left in the second quarter, Paul. So if you were Coach Sauter, would you try to get some points here, or did you just
I would definitely try to run, try to get points as much as you can. You got one timeout. You know, you're at the 45, you're at your own 45. You definitely have a chance here to at least get a field goal, but you really have to work the sidelines here. You know, with this quick up-tempo offense, it's really going to depend on how the receivers know the situation and be able to get out of bounds.
Here we go, Charlie Kern, 8 completions, 14 attempts, 134 yards, and a touchdown. So Kern back to pass. Looking nice pass to Jordan Cross, and he'll be down at about the 50-yard line.
Got to get out of bounds on that play if you want to get points here. Sometimes you just got to say stop. You just got to say when on that one and try to get out of bounds, save your team some time.
And 36 seconds left on the clock for the Mustangs here in the second quarter. And Kern will go back to pass. He'll do a quarterback draw, and he'll be tackled at about the 42-yard line of the Peacocks. And the clock will keep running here. 25 seconds and counting left for the Mustangs. Kern, play action. He's going to look deep. He's looking for Nathaniel Hewitt, and it'll be out of bounds, even though Nathaniel Hewitt caught it.
Kern took a bit of a hit there at the end of that play as Hewitt tried to get back, but that ball was just too far out for him to make a play on that one. 15 seconds left. They're at the 44-yard line of Upper Iowa. So you're really going to have possibly 2, maybe 3 plays left with this amount of time. So you're really going to have to work the sidelines here on this one.
Again, if you're the Peacock defense, you're definitely looking out for Nathaniel Hewitt. Another play action for Kern. Kern's trying to look deep, but he'll break a tackle. He'll pump fake and try to get out of bounds, and he will at about the 40-yard line of the Peacocks. So 6 seconds left on the clock for the Mustangs.
6 seconds left to play.
And it looks like the Mustangs are going to try and get a playoff here.
Yeah, with only 6 seconds left, so you're definitely going to be aiming for the end zone on this one, barring some defensive penalty.
Mike Mosier will join us after David Miller. David Miller at halftime, the director of athletics. We'll talk about the winter sports programs. David Miller up here with a brand new.
And it looks like
Those are some fancy shoes.
there's a stoppage of play here.
Man, I got to get some swag going on here.
And it looks like they're trying to change up the play here, Charlie Kern and his offense.
I do. I'm wearing Upper Iowa colors. I got my cheap sunglasses.
Kern back to pass. He's going to look short to Nate Carr, and he'll get the reception. He'll get down at about the 34-yard line.
2 seconds left.
Looks like Mike
Very
Wank.
nice play there.
Mike Wank will come on to kick the field goal. And again, Mike Wank, one of the best kickers in the NSIC, looking to give the Mustangs a 17-10 lead. So again, if the Mustangs can come away with points here, it'll give them some momentum into the second half.
Watching Mike Wank in practice, he is very capable of making it from this distance. He was easily hitting them from 50 yards.
And a referee's timeout, or stoppage of play, excuse me.
To reset the game clock.
And here comes Mike Wank on the kick.
The Mustangs will kick left to right in your mind's eye view near hash mark.
And Wank kick is up, and it is short. So no good for Mike Wank, but the Mustangs do lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 14-10, and we're going to take a 15-minute break here. We'll be back with second half action here on KSSU TV. You're watching Mustang football. On the West Minnesota State University, where the SMSU Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 14-10. So let's take a look at some of the halftime stats here for the Peacocks. So Cole Janicki, 4 completions, 33 attempts, 143 yards, and 1 interception. And we look at the rushing stats. Chris Smith, only 14 attempts, 29 yards, and Evan Dornick with 3 attempts, 13 yards, and you look at some of the receiving as well. Gieske with 5 receptions, 66 yards, and Gutman with 4 receptions and 38 yards. So let's send it over to Paul Vold with the SMSU stats.
Charlie Kern, the quarterback, 10 of 17 passing for 146 yards with 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Rushing the ball, Devontae Stevens with 6 attempts for 68 yards. Tyler Tondrum leads with most attempts, have 9 for 61 yards, while Charlie Kern has 7 attempts for -2 yards. And receiving, Nathaniel Hewitt leads the Mustangs with 4 receptions, 95 yards, while Nate Carr has 3 receptions for 32 yards, and Jordan Cross with 3 receptions for 19 yards.
So looking at this first half stats here, Paul, again, the Mustang defense has only let up 40 yards rushing the ball and 143 passing yards. So the Mustang defense really holding strong here, Paul. And offensively, the Mustangs have been pretty good as well.
Yes, coming into the game, the defense definitely wanted to hold the rushing game in check by holding Chris Smith in high regard as he leads the NSIC in rushing yards and most touchdowns rushing. So they've done a good job of that here in the first half. Haven't seen much of Chris Smith in that second quarter. Hopefully that is not a sign of anything for him, as the Mustangs will start with the ball here. Will receive the ball here in the second half.
And Andrew McReynolds back along with Kevin Parks. So we've been kind of seeing an alteration with Kevin Parks and Tyler Tundrum back in trying to get the kick return. So it's kind of cool to see a lot of guys getting in there, getting their reps for kick returns. And Tyler Tundrum, Kevin Parks, and Andrew McReynolds, of course, definitely threats to taking one back.
Definitely want to see Kevin Parks here get the ball for the return. Definitely want to see what he can do with it, as we've seen Andrew McReynolds and Tyler Tondrum on a few returns already.
And the kicker on this will be Tim Rube. And the Mustangs will start off with the football.
So we'll kick it to Parks.
Parks will get the return, and he's got some blocking. He's got a nice seam, and he'll he'll try to get down at about the 39-yard line of the Mustangs. Nice return by Kevin Parks. Nice call there, partner.
Yeah, definitely what I wanted to see there out of Kevin Parks. Very nice blocking there by his teammates there to give him a seam and let him do his work up the sideline, get it to a pretty decent return at the 37.
Here comes the Mustang offense. Total yardage for the Mustangs. They have 256 yards in the first half, 110 rushing, 146 passing. So Charlie Curtin back out here, 10 completions, 17 attempts, 146 yards, and Tyler Tunner will get the ball, and he's got the seam, and he's breaking free at about the 20, and he's in a race, and he'll score! Touchdown, Tyler Tunner!
We got a flag on the play, though, Matt. I don't know if it's going to hold up, though.
Looks like it'll almost be a hold on the Mustangs, and Coach Sauter is not pleased with the call, and it looks like it probably will come back. And that was a 63-yard touchdown run for Tonnerum, but again, that'll be taken back for the Mustangs. Hold on the play, so Tyler Tonnerum will not get the touchdown, unfortunately. He went over 100 yards on that run play, but again, hopefully he can just do it again.
A very nice run there by Tyler Tonderum, but the hold will bring it back. As the coaching staff was confused on the sideline there to who made that hold of any, I didn't really see any indication of an actual hold, as it was just kind of a guy fell over.
Charlie Curran, a QB draw on this play, and he'll get a short gain on that play. He'll be tackled about the 24-yard line of the Mustangs.
It will be second down and forever, it seems like. About 20 yards or so. Second and 23.
Second and 23 for the Mustangs. They overcame a big, there was a second and 27, and they had a touchdown pass to Nathaniel Hewitt. And Jordan Cross will get the reception and will be tackled at about the 34-yard line. So Jordan Cross, his fourth reception on the game, and that'll get him over 20 yards as well.
Be a long third down here. It'll be second and probably close to 20.
Another injured Mustang here on the ground. So the referees will take a timeout here, and we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU.
Southwest Minnesota State will get you where you want to go. We're a university of 3,600 students with over 45 majors to choose from. Small student-to-faculty ratios let your professors get to know you. And with a grad placement rate over 95%, your degree will help you get a job in your chosen field. Becoming involved is easy. And with over $150 million in improvements the last 10 years, our facilities are state-of-the-art. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Events Center. And the injured Mustang on that play was Grant Greenfield, 6'6" sophomore for the Mustangs. And he is out of Sibley, Iowa. Look, and he got up under his own power on that. It's very good to see.
Yes, number 78, Quinn Ballard will come into his spot on the field.
Charlie Kern on the shotgun again. Play action. He's going to look short to Jordan Cross, but he'll be hit.
Looking for a face mask penalty right there. He has a good case for it right there. As he was coming through the throw, it looked like defensive lineman got his hand up and it caught his face mask, which caused that throw to go wide.
Again, Coach Sauter was not very happy on that play. Very questionable call, definitely.
A couple of questionable calls on this drive.
Here we go. Mike Wink on the punt for the Mustangs. Been doing pretty well so far, punting the ball. And here comes Wank on the kick, and he'll just get it off.
Still a very nice punt there.
And McTaggart will field the kick at about 30 and go out of bounds. So here comes the Peacock offense. They haven't had an offensive touchdown yet, Paul. They had a 89-yard punt return for a touchdown by McTaggart. So the Mustangs have really only given up a field goal. They missed a couple field goals as well, but this Mustang defense is bending but not breaking.
Absolutely. Jeske, the quarterback for Upper Iowa, has not had a lot of time in the pocket to deliver good throws to his receivers, and when he's made throws, the receivers have sort of bailed him out and created big yards on the play.
And a nice tackle by Alex Oliver on that play for the Mustangs. And it'll be at the Upper Iowa 31-yard line, 2nd and 6 to go. Jaske in the shotgun. Hand off to Smith, and he'll be tackled at about the line of scrimmage there. Again, the Mustang defense has been holding this very high-powered rushing offense of the Peacocks. Only 44 total yards. I mean, you got to look at that, Paul, and you got to just be very happy with that because, I mean, the Mustangs have had trouble stopping the run in past games.
Yeah, they're definitely holding Chris Smith and this rushing attack. Chris Smith only was 16 attempts, 34 yards. That's going to be close for a first down. They might have it, though.
Keesking on the reception.
And they do.
And his 6th reception of the game. And again, the Mustang defense only letting up 5 third down conversions. And here comes Jaske out in the shotgun. Going to change the play here for the Peacocks. 12:08 left in the third quarter. And a screen play. And a nice open field tackle by Casey Hertz. Again, the Mustangs have been tackling pretty well too, Paul.
Yeah, not a lot of missed tackles by the Mustangs. And a little play there out of the Mustangs book right there as a quick screen out to the receiver. As a good block there from Upper Iowa.
Jaske hands it off to Smith, and Smith's got an open lane, and he'll sidestep a Mustang, and he's at the 15-yard line, and McReynolds is trying to catch up to him, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chris Smith. Finally gets in the end zone for the Peacocks. The Mustangs couldn't contain him there, Paul.
Yeah, just a good move there by Chris Smith. Had very good blocks right there and was able to make a couple men miss and gets the Peacocks 6 points right there.
Chris Smith, 55-yard touchdown run for the Peacocks. And Rude on in for the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Upper Iowa University Peacocks take the lead over the SMSU Mustangs 17-14. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
How far would you go to help someone? Would you go to the end of your driveway? Would you cross a street? Would you cross an ocean? Would you go if you could use your knowledge to teach someone? And in the process, maybe learn something yourself. Life is calling. How far will you go? Peace Corps.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. So the Peacocks take a 5-play drive, 73 yards, took 2 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. And again, a 55-yard touchdown run by Chris Smith. So the Mustang defense lets Smith get loose in for a touchdown. So what do the Mustang defense have to do to get back on track here coming up after the Mustang offense is done?
Well, they have to look back at what they did in the first half to create pressure for Jeske, as he was just able to give it to his tailbacks and let Smith do most of the work there.
Parks mishandles the catch there, and he will only get to about the 14-yard line. And here comes the Mustang offense back out on the field. 267 yards total for the Mustangs. And it looks like Coach Sauter is trying to give the Mustangs words of encouragement here. And you got to think that Chris Smith was going to break out at least soon here, Paul, because, I mean, he is one heck of a running back.
Yeah, you can only hold one player back for so long before he makes a play or two.
And Nathaniel Hewitt with his 5th reception, and he'll go over 100 yards on the game. So he'll be down at about the Mustang 23-yard line. 5 receptions, 104 yards, and 1 touchdown for Nathaniel Hewitt. Top target for the SMSU Mustangs. And Charlie Kern back in the shotgun, handoff to Tyler Tonram. And he'll get ahead for the first down at about the 25-yard line on the Mustangs. So Tyler Tonram gets about 3 yards on that play. So 10 attempts, 63 yards for Tyler Tonram. Again, this rushing attack with Devontae Stevens and Tyler Tonram, I mean, it's pretty lethal, Paul.
Yeah, you definitely can't sleep on either one of these running backs, especially when you get Ashanti Payne in there, too, on top of his game.
Tyler Tonram will get the catch there, and he'll get about to the 30-yard line of SMSU. And Devontae Stevens comes back into the game. Again, first reception by Tyler Tonram for 4 yards. Charlie Kern takes the high snap, gives it to Devontae Stevens. And he'll plow ahead to about the 32-yard line of the Mustangs. That will put him over 70 yards on the game, Devontae Stevens.
Seeing some more high snaps from that quarterback-center exchange. Thompson and Kern there seems to be a little bit the same in the first half. Hopefully that's not a continuing trend later into this game.
Seems a little more even-keeled so far. And Charlie Kern's going to take a quarterback draw, and he'll sidestep a Peacock, and he'll slide down at the 45-yard line of the Peacocks. A nice run by Charlie Kern there, showing his mobility.
Just when you think you can handle the rushing attack of Southwest Minnesota State, Charlie Kern rips a big run there. Just a nice draw right there, right up the middle, makes about 3-4 men miss.
23-yard gain for Charlie Kern, and he's got 9 attempts, 23 yards, and a touchdown for the Mustangs. And Devontae Stevens is stuffed at the line, but he'll get a couple more yards on that play. And again, we look at Devontae Stevens here, Paul, and yards after contact. I mean, this guy just keeps his legs moving. And here we go. They're going to go a 4-wide set here for the Mustangs. And Tyler Tonram in the backfield next to Kern. And Kern rolling out, pass to Nathaniel Hewitt, and he'll drop that pass. Looked like there was a little heat on that pass, but Hewitt had his hands on it. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Charlie Curtin getting the play from the sidelines.
9:11 left to play third quarter. Southwest
And
has it 37.
9:11 left to play in, 9:16 and counting for the third. And it is intercepted by the Peacocks. And Charlie Curtin, his first interception on the game. Nice interception by number 13, Chaz Holt on the play, senior from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Chaz Holt there was able to undercut that route right in front of Adam Olson and just took it right away from him, and an interception for Charlie Kern there. Not what you wanted there on that third down play.
And here we go. Jaski throwing it short, and it is dropped by Giesking. Good job by the Mustangs. Jared Tweed on the coverage there to not hit Giesking on that play.
Not much else that Jeske could do on that throw. It was a perfect throw, got it out quick. Giesking just took his eyes off it, wasn't able to corral it in.
And here we go, Jaski in the shotgun.
17, Southwest Minnesota State 14. Jaski and the Peacocks have thrown 24-yard line. Jaski takes
And he'll give the ball. Dornick. Dornick will go ahead for a couple of yards there. Third down for the Peacocks. They're 5 of 15 on third down. The Mustang defense only allowing a touchdown and a field goal so far in this game. Let Chris Smith go for a 55-yard touchdown run. But again, Paul, another big third down here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Mustangs need to find a way to get pressure like they did in the first half. Haven't seen too much of it early in this third quarter.
And they will blitz. And a pass to Gutman. Gutman with a nice catch for the first down.
Andrew McReynolds there guessed on the coverage, and he guessed incorrectly as he thought as Gutman was going to cut back inside. He stayed out and was able to make the catch.
And Shea Gutman with 5 receptions for 49 yards. 11-yard completion on that play by Jaski. 17 completions, 37 attempts, 1 interception, 167 yards for him. And O'Deffer with the nice run there.
You know, the Mustangs haven't gotten a lot of pressure here early in this third quarter, but they've still been able to contain the run. Other than that Chris Smith 55-yard touchdown run, they've really held this rushing attack in check.
And again, the Mustang defense playing some good football here. Definitely, in past games they've given up a lot of points, but in this game they've really been keeping the Peacocks in check. Jaski back to pass, looking, and it fires over the middle, and it will be incomplete. Giesking was the intended receiver on that play. And another third down here for the Mustangs. The Peacocks converted on their last third down play. And now the Mustangs are looking to make a stop here. 7:31 left in this third quarter. 5 wide set from the Peacocks. I think this is the first time we've seen this so far. Jaski back to pass. He's going to look. Nice pass.
I
by
believe
Jaski.
he's going to be short.
He might be a little short. Shea Gutman on the reception, his 6th of the game, putting him over 50 yards.
They're going to punt the ball here. Interesting decision. Would have been fourth and 3, I believe.
Here comes Andrew McReynolds back to receive the punt. And Nate Scare in on the punt. 6'2" freshman. And the kick is up. Nice high kick. And Andrew McReynolds will field it at about the 13-yard line. And great coverage by the Peacocks there. Nice tackle by number 57 for the Peacocks. Nate Romer, freshman out of Streeter, Illinois. And again, the Peacocks have been keeping Andrew McReynolds in check in the kick return game and the punt game, Paul.
Yeah, they've really been able to control his tenacity on special teams, as we've known Andrew McReynolds make big plays and big returns. But they've done a really good job tonight of holding Andrew McReynolds to barely any returns.
Charlie Kern in the shotgun is going to give it to Tyler Tonram. And he's got not much room there, and it'll get to the SMSU 15-yard line. And that is Tyler Tonram's 11th attempt on the game, 65 yards total for him. SMSU offense trying to answer back. Charlie Kern calling out an audible here, and he'll take the high snap again. Charlie Kern's going to run, and he'll slide. And he is
takes
hit
a
hard.
shot.
He takes a big shot, and Charlie Kern is shaken up a little bit there.
Went right to the face mask there. Might have taken a hand into the face or something.
It looks like this will probably be on the Peacocks here.
Charlie Kern's taken a few hits tonight. That one might have frazzled him a little bit more, but he seems to be shaking it off just fine.
We'll get the official word here.
Military Day next week at Winona State against Winona State.
15-yard penalty on the Peacocks. And they have total 3 penalties on the game. And the Mustangs have 5 penalties for 50 yards. And that'll move the Mustangs up to the SMSU 33-yard line. Charlie Kern, quick pass, and Adam Olson could not hold on to the ball.
Took his eyes off it, was looking upfield before he could secure the catch there.
Adam Olson, his second drop of the night, so Adam Olson is not getting the just not kind of off his game a little bit so far, Paul.
Yeah, has not recorded one reception tonight, has barely seen any time on the field.
Kern's going to throw short out to Nathaniel Hewitt, and it looks like it will be incomplete. A very tough, Kern really had to squeeze that in there to Nathaniel Hewitt. Just couldn't hold on to it there. So 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs on the SMSU 33-yard line.
Upper Iowa going with a lot of substitutions on defense, not seeing a lot of hands on the hips from the defensive line or players in general on defense from Upper Iowa.
Here comes Kern. Another shotgun formation. And Kern's looking, and he'll scramble again. And he'll get a couple yards, and he'll be down at about the 39-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Mustangs.
Try to cut back inside to get a few more yards. I'd say if he goes down towards the sideline, I think he might be close to a 1st down.
And the Mustangs will punt again. Mike Wank out for the punt. Mike Wank again. One of the best punters in the NSIC so far, if not the best punter. And best kicker as well. Should add on that. And Mike Wank takes the punt, low snap, and it'll be up. McTaggart will field it, and he'll be tackled or knocked out at about the 25-yard line by Darrell Thomas. And here comes back out the Peacock offense. Again, they've been kept in check here, Paul, but, looking at Chris Smith, 17 attempts, 89 yards, and 1 touchdown. They just keep going, keep feeding him the ball, and, again, he just breaks out for a 55-yard touchdown a couple drives ago. So if you're the Mustang defense, what do you got to do to try and contain Chris Smith?
Well, you just got to keep going with what you've been doing to contain the run game in general. Try to force him to go up the middle, even when he does cut outside, able to contain him.
Smith will break a tackle again. He'll get a nice long gain on the play. Mustangs couldn't hold him there, and the Peacocks will get the 1st down here. The SMSU defense reeling a little bit so far. Trying to get back on track here.
as we mentioned earlier in the first half, I believe it was, that the offensive line of Upper Iowa seems to be controlling the defensive line a little bit more, as some pressure there from Jeske.
And a nice knockdown by Jarrett Tweet. He's made a couple of good tackles here and with a nice pass breakup as well. 4:33 left in the third quarter. Mustangs trail Upper Iowa 17-14. Mustang defense with a nice pass breakup there. And Upper Iowa, Mustang defense changing it up here. A.J. Page on the left side now. Just looking for Giesking. Giesking will be down at about the 49-yard line. Looks like he will get the first down as well. His 7th reception on the game. Nice tackle by Tyler Flood. 7 receptions, 87 yards for the Peacocks.
They say America's the land.
Peacocks are finding ways to move the ball and move the chains there. Giesking there found a little crease in the defensive secondary to be able to move the chains there for the first down.
For the Mustangs, Jared Tweet leads the Mustangs in 10 tackles on the night. And O'Deffer fakes it out and throws it to Giesking again. His 8th reception on the game today. And the top target for the Peacocks. And 2nd and 2 for the Peacocks. Here comes Jaski in the pistol formation. Haven't seen much of this tonight. Jaski handoff and it's hit by A.J. Page. What a hit by A.J. Page. Oh my goodness.
Oh, reminiscent of the Jadavian Clowney hit, minus the helmet pop off there.
And a nice clean hit by A.J. Page.
Oh, the helmet did come off at the end there. Didn't go flying like it did in the Clowney play, but very reminiscent there as he just went through the offensive line and was able
and A.J. Page is fired up right now. Watch out for him to try and get this sack here. The Mustang defense definitely needs this spark here. Jaski will take it, and he's looking. And he'll be tackled, and he won't get the first down. Nice tackle by Max Matilla. It'll be fourth and about 1.
Very short here. Is this down territory, kid? I believe it is. You roll the dice. Riverboat Gambler here.
Here we go, Paul. Another short yardage play for the Peacocks. They're 2 of 2 on 4th down so far. Mustangs are trying to get it, trying to stop them here.
So they'll call a timeout here.
And SMSU will call a timeout, and we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU television.
You can eradicate polio. You can promote peace. You can feed the hungry. You can help children do better in school. Because you can get involved with Rotary. Because Rotary believes that by working together, you can do anything. Learn more at Rotary.org.
Welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. It is homecoming for SMSU, and they trail the Upper Iowa Peacocks 17-14. And again, the Mustang defense faces a 4th and 1 here, Paul. If you're the Mustang defense, what do you expect here?
You got to almost expect a run here. Try to get it to Chris Smith here. Yes, he is in the game. You got to expect the run here. You got to go back to what you were doing here in the first half to contain him.
Jaski's going to give it to Smith, and Smith will bounce, and he'll dive forward. It's going to be close. It looks like he did get it. And he will get the first down on that play. So, again, Peacocks are 3 of 3 on 4th down.
Yeah, that second effort there by Chris Smith is what led to get that first down. He bounced off a tackle there and was able to keep driving all the way for the first down.
And Smith goes on the left side, and he'll break a tackle. He'll get out of bounds at about the 39-yard line of the Mustangs. 38-yard line, excuse me. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Mustangs trailing again here, 17-14. You look at Chris Smith now, 20 attempts, 104 yards, and a touchdown. He struggled in the first half, but my goodness, has he been key for the Peacocks here, Paul. Here comes the blitz, Tyler Flood coming in, and he is thrown down by a Mustang right there. Nice tackle by A.J. Page there.
Again, another big play there by A.J. Page.
Just looking at what A.J. Page has done so far in this game. I mean, he had a big hit. He's had a lot of knockdowns as well. So again, I mean, A.J. Page has had 2 tackles and 1 tackle for a loss on that big hit. Jaski back to pass. And he'll fire, and he is hit hard at about the 32-yard line. And Eswine holds on to it, and he's hurt. He's limping off the field. That was a big hit by the Mustangs.
Yeah, the receivers of Upper Iowa have taken a beating from this Southwest defense. Seeing McTaggart and Gutman come up limping a few times from those hard hits from the linebackers and defensive backs of Southwest.
Another 4th down. Peacocks are 3 of 3, and Jaski will take the read option, and he'll go to the 20, and he's got the outside, and he'll be tackled at about the 17-yard line by Andrew McReynolds. So this time on the read option, the quarterback takes it, and Jaski takes advantage.
Just when you thought you could handle Chris Smith there, Jaski reminds you that he can run the ball too, as he gets the first down on a big 4th down.
Will be 9 seconds and counting in the third quarter, and it looks like the Peacocks will let the clock run down here in the third quarter. A very hard-fought third quarter here for both teams, and now the Mustangs trail Upper Iowa 17-14. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU television.
When you start with Rotary, good things happen. Rotary is ordinary people working together to clean the environment, stop disease, and accomplish other extraordinary things. Learn more at Rotary.org.
626.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center, where the Upper Iowa Peacocks are leading the SMSU Mustangs 17-14. So again, that third quarter, Paul, I gotta say, I mean, it was hard hitting for both teams. I gotta say, both defenses played pretty well. Chris Smith had that 55-yard touchdown run for the Peacocks to give Upper Iowa the edge over the Mustangs for right now. And it looks like the Peacocks are threatening here. Paul, what does the Mustang defense have to do to get a stop here?
I mean, it all starts with A.J. Page. He's been really the catalyst of this defense all night. He's been breaking up passes. He's getting pressure on the quarterback, and he made that huge stop late in the third quarter that, as of right now, stands as a big defensive play on this drive.
That hit was on Vincent O'Dorfer. Jaski will take it, and a nice. Oh, that faked me out right there, Paul. Chris Smith, it looked like Chris Smith had the ball, but Jaski will take the carry, and he'll go for about 5 yards. Hakeem Felder on the tackle for the Mustangs. And again, this Peacock running attack has been pretty effective. 128 yards total for the Peacocks. Jaski is in the pistol formation again, and Smith will take it, and he'll go to the outside, and he'll be tackled by a group of Mustangs. Another third down here for the Peacocks. They're 6 of 19 on third down. The Mustangs have held them on third down, but they can't hold them on fourth down, Paul.
Yeah, you almost have to look as this is 2-down territory, always for Upper Iowa, as they've been back and forth on third downs, but they have been perfect on fourth downs at 3 of 3 tonight.
Jaski back to pass, and he's got a receiver, and it is fumbled. Looks like he was down on the play, but no signal yet. But it looks like he was down and got the first down as well. But we'll get the official call here, and it almost says that the Mustangs did recover it, but it looks like he was down, and the refs are debating here whether it was. And it is a fumble on the play. The Mustangs will get the ball back. Great job by the Mustang defense to get that fumble and recover it.
A very interesting call by the referee there. It looked like he was down, had possession of the ball, but apparently he fumbled it as the second tackler came in.
So the Mustang offense will come back out here again.
Deep in their own territory, so they really have to move the ball on this one.
And when the Mustangs needed a turnover, and now they get it. And we see the replay here, and it looked like he was down on that play. So a couple of questionable calls here in this game, Paul, for both teams, actually.
Not much else you can do about it right now.
And Devontae Stevens gets the carry for a couple yards.
Gives them a little more breathing room, but still at the 5-yard line, their own 5-yard line.
And that is Devontae Stevens' 9th carry of the game, and he's got 75 yards for the Mustangs. 155 yards total for the Mustangs rushing the ball. And Kern trying to change up the play here. 8 seconds left on the play clock and counting. And hands it off to Devontae Stevens, and he gets hit hard at about the 10-yard line of SMSU. It'll be third down for the Mustangs. On third down, the Mustangs are only 3 of 11 on third down.
Third down and 3 for the Mustangs. Really need to get this first down here if they want to sustain any kind of drive.
Charlie Kern looks to be changing the play here. 16 and counting on the play clock. Plenty of time. Devontae Stevens to the right of him. And Stevens will get the ball, and he'll get the first down and a little more. Good job by Devontae Stevens to get that first down and keep his legs moving.
Yeah, Devontae Stevens getting a healthy dose of the football early in this drive and made do with it to get the first down.
Looking at the Mustang passing yards, they haven't really passed the ball as much as they usually do, only 168 yards, but Nathaniel Hewitt, 5 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Another high snap, and Tyler Tonnerum gets the ball and breaks a tackle, and he'll be down at about the 23-yard line. And Tyler Tonnerum, his 12th attempt on the game. He looks to be over 70 yards rushing today. And Charlie Kern going to change up the play again. The Mustangs are getting on a little bit of a drive here, Paul. I mean, you know, a couple of short runs here and there, but you got to think that they're going to pass the ball here soon. And they will. Joe Bush with the pass deflection on that play, almost intercepted by number 5, Javon Moore.
Charlie Kern came out of that limping a little bit, tried to walk it off. Seems to be okay right now. That ball was tipped at the line, could have been disastrous for the Mustangs.
Charlie Kern, shotgun. He looks, throws to Tonnerum, and
Kinda
he's got some
slings
space, and he's at midfield, and he keeps going, and he is tackled at about the 28-yard line. Tyler Tonnerum with the nice Little slant route on there, and he was wide open and took it up to the Peacock 28, or excuse me.
Kind of slung it out there, a little Matt Stafford-esque right there, just sling it out there to the receiver. And Tyler Tondrum, just a big run right there.
He was tackled at the 28-yard line of the Peacocks, and the Mustangs are driving here. Charlie Kern trying to get the defense off sides. He's getting the play calling from the sidelines. And Kern will take the snap, give it to Tondrum, and Tondrum has got some room up there. Gets to about the 20-yard line of the Mustangs, of the Peacocks. Devontae Stevens back into the game. And 10:22 and counting left in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs are driving. Tyler Tondrum with 2 receptions, 57 yards. And Charlie Kern's going to...
He's got room.
He's got some room, and he'll be tackled at about the 12-yard line of the Peacocks.
And looks like he'll get the first down.
Charlie Kern showing his mobility again. He's got 12 attempts for 40 yards. So again, the Mustangs doing one heck of a job running the ball and passing the ball as well. 186 rushing yards and 221 passing yards. Charlie Kern has trips left. We'll give it to Devontae Stevens, and he's hit immediately at about the 11-yard line, and he'll roll ahead to about the 10. And he'll get a short gain on that play. So Southwest trying to score here, trying to get the lead. And Kern takes the snap. He looks short pass to Ty Stephenson. Ty Stephenson will be down at about the 7 or 6 yard line. It'll be another third down for the Mustangs here, Paul. They're 5 of 13 so far, but they've converted a couple here on this drive.
Yeah, they've definitely moved the ball well, especially when there's no play down the field. Charlie Kearns ran the ball. They've given it to Tyler Tondrum with some authority as well.
And here comes Charlie Kern back out in the shotgun, trips to the right, and Jordan Cross to the left. Kern's looking for Cross and throws back shoulder. It's caught. Touchdown, Jordan Cross. The Mustangs take the lead, 20-7. One of the Flo brothers gets a touchdown there, Paul.
An absolute nice catch there, back shoulder, right. Had the defender beat right there. Charlie Kern, a beautiful pass right there to one of the Flo brothers.
Yeah, and it looks like the defender had his back to Kern, and Kern just threw that back shoulder pass, and man, that is hard to defend.
Can't make a play with your back turned to the football.
And Mike Wank with the kick, and it is good, and the Mustangs take a 21-17 lead. The Stampede is on the move, and we're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State will get you where you want to go. We're a university of 3,600 students with over 45 majors to choose from. Small student-to-faculty ratios let your professors get to know you. And with a grad placement rate over 95%, your degree will help you get a job in your chosen field. Becoming involved is easy. And with over $150 million in improvements the last 10 years, our facilities are state-of-the-art. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. Charlie Kern, 8-yard pass to Jordan Cross, and that drive took 11 plays, 98 yards, 5 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock, and it gives the Mustangs a 21-17 lead. So looking at Jordan Cross's stats here, Paul, so far in this game, 5 receptions, 36 yards, and 1 touchdown. A huge touchdown for the Mustangs. They answer back and take the lead over the 5-0 Upper Iowa Peacocks. And a nice tackle by Casey Hertz there.
Bit of a weird play right there. Nobody on Upper Iowa saw it until it was late there. That was number 84, David Eswine. Scooped it right up off the turf was able to get somewhat of a return for Upper Iowa.
Here comes Jaski and Chris Smith. Pistol formation for the Peacocks.
Been going a lot more pistol here, especially in the last few minutes of this
Hand
game
off to
here.
Smith. And he's tackled by Rakeem Felder on that play.
Try to give the offense a different look with that pistol set.
We saw a lot of that against Northern State too, Paul. And the Mustangs didn't really know how to contain it back then, but now they're just holding them in check so far right now. Trips to the right. Jaski take the snap. He'll roll out to the right, and Tyler Flood giving him pressure, and it'll be incomplete. Jaski takes a big hit on play. Looks like Tyler Flood was a little shaken up on that play.
Yeah, did more harm to himself than he did to the quarterback there. Has, again, more pressure on the quarterback, causing Jaski to throw the ball a little earlier than he wants to, getting him off balance, rolling out of the pocket there.
And Jaski, 23 completions on 46 attempts, 221 yards and an interception. So Jaski trying to bring this Upper Iowa team back into this game here. Jaski back to pass. He's looking, and he'll be sacked by number 90, Leon Perry. Excuse me, number 50, Lance Boozer.
Lance Boozer there, a huge play. Huge play.
Again, Lance Boozer, I'll tell you what, Paul, he has been doing a great job so far for the Mustangs so far these past couple games.
He's done his fair share, Lance has, for this defense, creating plays and changing momentum here in this game.
McReynolds will take the punt, and Kevin Parks as well. Kevin Parks will go to the far side and try to get around a Peacock there, and he'll be tackled at probably about the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. So the Mustangs, great field position here, Paul, in striking distance here to get another touchdown.
Yeah, they keep moving the ball like they have these last couple drives. They will be able to get more points on the board as the defense hasn't been able to keep up in check, seeing a few more hands on the hips than we did in the first half.
Most definitely, and you look at this Mustang offense here. Total yardage, 419 yards. Total, 187 on the ground, 232 passing. Charlie Kern, let's look at some of his stats. 16 completions, 29 attempts, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. And Kern's looking for Nathaniel Hewitt, his 6th reception of the game. And a nice catch by Nathaniel Hewitt. Nice throw by Charlie Kern.
A little high on that throw, but Nathaniel Hewitt, being also a basketball player, goes up for it and brings it down. He seems to be limping a little bit too, trying to shake off. Probably came down a little weird on his ankle, but he seems to be all right.
And it'll be keeping himself on the read option, and he'll get the first down for the Mustangs. He'll be tackled at the Peacock 38-yard line. Charlie Kern, 13 attempts, 45 yards, and a touchdown for Charlie Kern on the ground. And I mean, Paul, we see it again. Charlie Kern passing the ball extremely well and running the ball really well.
Yeah, the defense seems to have forgotten that Charlie Kern can run the ball
Kern's
as
going
well.
Deep, and it'll be pass interference, but it'll be intercepted by number 13, Chase Holtz. That would have been his 2nd interception of the game, but it looks like it seems to be pass interference here, Paul.
Thought it would have been an offside as well, as I believe number 50 for Upper Iowa, Garrett Johnston, was just offside there. But it'll be a pass interference on the defense.
And the Mustangs get the ball moved up to about the 24-25-yard line of the Peacocks. So 6 minutes and 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Mustangs are trying to get a win here on homecoming night. And the Mustang fans are definitely into this game now. It seemed like for a while there in that third quarter that it looks like the Peacocks really controlled the clock, but now the Mustangs are definitely doing a good job of keeping these drives long and being really effective.
They are in the driver's seat with controlling the
And
clock
he's
here.
looking for Cross again, and it's caught! Touchdown, Jordan Cross, his second of the game.
As he beats Tuggle once again, as Tuggle's upset with himself. Jordan Cross, another beautiful catch in the corner of the end zone.
One of the Flo brothers is having one heck of a game here, Paul. His 6th reception on the game, a 24-yard touchdown. Jordan Cross, 6 receptions, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Mustangs are on the move, man. I'll tell you what, Paul, the Mustangs have given new life right here. Wank with the extra point, and it is up, and it is good. The Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa Peacocks 28-17. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide, where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. Charlie Kern, 24-yard pass to Jordan Cross, and 3 plays, 53 yards on that drive. Took 1:05 off the clock, and the Mustangs lead 28-17. Jordan Cross, one of the Flo brothers, Paul, 6 receptions, 60 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's coming alive here in the second half.
It's like I always say, you have a good head of hair, you will have a great game and a great career. The direct correlation with hair and performance.
And Tyler Flood with the nice open field tackle. I mean, the Mustangs, I don't know what was going on that sidelines, but they are really pumped up. Here comes the Peacock offense as well. It looks like there's still enough time for the Peacocks to get back in it, but Paul, I mean, the Mustang defense has held this team to 17 points.
Definitely, the 17 points given up here tonight. The defense has controlled this game for the Mustangs.
Jasky, nice catch by Chris Smith, and he breaks a tackle, and he's got the open field, and he keeps going, and he's down at the SMSU 49-yard line. A nice little play there by Chris Smith.
A.J. Page was coming off the edge. I think he had a man beat, but he slipped on the turf, which gave Jeske a half a second longer to deliver that throw to Chris Smith, and he was able to turn that into a big gainer.
Here comes Jeske in the shotgun with Smith. Trips to the right. Giesking in motion, and Smith is tackled by Jacob Letzo. Jacob Letzo, team captain for the Mustangs on defense. And
Letzo there was able to get off that block and get that tackle for loss there. Very nice play there as they lose 3 yards on that play.
And it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Upper Iowa Peacocks. Trips to the right. Gutman to the left of the formation. And he'll throw it to Gutman, and he'll get the catch, and he's hit hard by Casey Hertz. And it'll be 3rd down for the Peacocks, and again, they're 6 of 21 on 3rd down. So, Paul, I mean, I like the Mustangs' chances here.
Yeah, definitely. With the way they've controlled 3rd down tonight, as we alluded in our pregame show, they've definitely been able to get off the field on 3rd down. A.J. Page chasing. Incomplete.
It'll be incomplete on that play, so 4th down here for the Peacocks, Paul. I'm guessing it's 4th down territory.
It's definitely 4th down territory. 4th and 5. You know they're going to go for it, as they've been absolutely perfect on 4th down. Lead 3 for 3 tonight on 4th down.
It'll be 4-4 on 4th down.
4 for 4 even.
So the Mustangs, again, and you hear this Mustang crowd get up and scream defense here. Here we go. Jaski back to pass, looking short to Gutman, and it's caught, and he will get the first down at about the SMSU 35-yard line, and he comes up a little limping there.
Make that 5 for 5 on 4th down for Upper Iowa.
4:12 left in the 4th quarter, and here comes Jaski back to pass, and it looks like there's a flag. Looks like a false start on the Peacocks here. That would be their 4th penalty on the game. Looks like a false start there on Gutman. So that'll back the Peacocks up a little bit. And I'll tell you what, Paul, Jaski has passed the ball a lot tonight. 26 completions, 50 attempts, 266 yards, and 1 interception. So, I mean, they're usually a running team here.
Yeah, whenever you see a quarterback with 50 or more attempts, you know there's something going on with that running game.
And a nice short out there to Giesking. His 10th reception on the night, the leading receiver for Upper Iowa. It looks like a timeout on the Mustangs. And we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU television.
Hey, Barrett!
Look, Timmy's in trouble again.
I told you to stay out of here! Come on, loser!
Someone should do something. Boy, you never see that happen.
If you see abuse or neglect, learn what you can do at BeHumane.org.
And welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center. And Paul, looks like the Mustangs, you know, things are looking good so far to get this win on homecoming, and it'll be you know, avenge their loss from last year, losing to Sioux Falls 55-48 in a thriller. And it looks like the Mustang defense are, you know, they're bending right now, but again, like I said, they're not breaking.
Yeah, they're definitely allowing a few plays here and there, but when they need to make a stop, they make a stop.
Jaski back to pass, looking, and it is caught by Giesking, and then there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's on SMSU. Hearing that it possibly may be a face mask on the Mustangs. We'll get the official call here. It'll be roughing the passer instead. It'll be first down for Upper Iowa. And again, Paul, I mean, the Mustangs have had trouble in the past with penalties, and that'll be their 6th penalty on the game. So, I mean, you got to watch out for those penalties here late in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do more than you need to. You got to be able to tackle a guy legally without having to cost your team yards and potentially points.
Jaski back to pass, has pressure, and he's got a guy in the corner of the end zone. He
Nobody
dives
there.
Just a bit overthrown by Jaski. And that was nice defensive coverage by the Mustangs. I mean, it has been stellar all game. Yes, they've given up some short passes, but on those long passes, they've been doing pretty good so far, Paul.
Yeah, they've definitely held their own tonight.
Here we go. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Peacocks. And Jaski, 53 attempts passing the ball, and he'll get it out to Smith. And Smith breaks a tackle, and he is down at about the 1-yard line, and he'll get the first down. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Peacocks. Looks like a lot of no huddle here. A lot of guys coming in and off the field. 3:14 left to play in the game. Mustangs are up 28-17 against Upper Iowa. Upper Iowa's 5-0, and the Mustangs are 1-4, and the Mustangs trying to get 2-4, get back on track. And Dornick and then Vinny O'Deffer will get the touchdown instead. And they trim the Mustang lead down to about 5 there. So now looks like they're going to go for 2. Yep.
They're going to go for 2 here to make it a field goal difference. Looks like they'll take it from the left hash.
Here we go. A big a 2-point conversion here. Jaski looks like offsides on the Mustangs. I didn't really see anybody go offsides on the Peacocks there, or false start. So we'll be offsides on the Mustangs.
1.5, 1 yard lines for the 2-point conversion.
So it'd probably be a run here, Paul. I mean, they've been successful all game running the ball. 123 yards on the ground, and Chris Smith has been a big contributor to that. 24 attempts, 104 yards, and a touchdown. But they're actually going to go a 5-wide set.
Short.
It looks like
and a flag.
Short, but it'll be a flag on the play. And it
could
looks
be
like
a hold on the defense.
Again, the Mustangs just can't be making those costly penalties down. I mean, 2 straight penalties. I mean, it's going to hurt them. We'll get the official call here, though.
And the official call coming up as they get together down there. Here we go.
It'll be pass interference on the Mustangs. So Jaski in the shotgun here. Looks like Dornick in the backfield. He'll give it to Dornick, and he'll go up the middle, and he will get the 2-point conversion. So the Mustang lead cut down to 3. The Peacocks come back and try to close this gap. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
American hero.
I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want to get things done. Could I be a hero?
She had to apply.
I should give this a try.
There she met people who shared her passion, people who wanted to make change, people who joined AmeriCorps. They cleaned beaches, they helped wildlife. Together they served, together they made a difference. Together they were heroes.
In AmeriCorps, you can be a hero too.
Join AmeriCorps.
Welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. And Vincent O'Dofer on a 1-yard touchdown run, 10 plays, 78 yards, took 2 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock. The Mustangs have a 3-point lead here, Paul. And the Peacocks, they answer back. I mean, what are you looking for the Mustang offense to do here? Hand the ball off to Tyler Tondrum and Devontae Stevens? Or do you think they'll just get a little aggressive and pass the ball a little bit?
You can't lose your aggressiveness in a situation like this, but you have to be smart as well. You got to be able to run the ball effectively, take time off the clock, work that play clock as long as you can. Definitely got to watch out for the onside kick here.
It'll be an onside kick, but it will be fielded by Adam Olson, one of the Flo brothers. So the Mustangs are successful on recovering the onside kick. Here comes the Mustang offense again. Let's take a look at the total yardage. 457 yards total for the Mustangs, 192 rushing yards, 265 passing yards. So you got to look at it here, Paul, and you got to think, well, hand off the ball a couple of times and maybe, mix in some play action or maybe, those short passes as well.
Yeah, with 3:02 left and 3 timeouts of Upper Iowa, you have to be able to work the clock to your advantage, but also at the same time be able to get first downs.
Tyler Tundrum gets the ball, and he'll be tackled at about the 46-yard line of the Peacocks. A nice little run by Tyler Tundrum.
Upper Iowa takes a timeout here.
And Upper Iowa will take a timeout. And we'll take a 30-second break as well. You're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
About HIV.
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
And we're back here at Mackey Field at the Schwann Regional Event Center, where the SMSU Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 28-25, and it's homecoming night here, and a lot of the Mustang fans are, they're getting up off their seats. I mean, it is one heck of a game. It was a thriller last homecoming game against the University of Sioux Falls Cougars. So this is another thriller here at Mackey Field. So here comes the Mustang offense, 2nd and 5. Hands it off to Tonderum, and Tonderum breaks a couple tackles, and he'll be down at about the 40-yard line. It looks like he has enough for the first down, and he will.
A very nice, strong run there by Tyler Tonderum. He got a few blocks from Nate Carr and a couple of his linemen, as has been the case all night. Their linemen being able to get good blocks against Upper Iowa's defense.
Looks like the Mustangs are just going to kind of milk that clock right here. 2:31 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Mustangs have the ball at the Upper Iowa 40-yard line. So Charlie Kern takes the high snap, gives it to Tyler Tonderum, and he's hit immediately at the 40-yard line. No gain on that play. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Mustangs trying to get a win here on homecoming night. Lost last year 55-48 against Sioux Falls. Here comes Kern in the shotgun. Tries to get him off sides there, and Kern is under pressure. He's trying to get away, and he looks like he's going to throw it to Hewitt, and that'll be out of bounds. Trying to throw it away there. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Kind of a big 3rd down here, Paul.
Very big 3rd down with a minute 37 left at the 39-yard line of Upper Iowa. So if they're able to pick this up, it could all but seal this win for them.
And the Mustangs are 6 of 14 on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Tyler Tonderum, and he'll get the outside, and he'll be tackled, and it will be tackled out of bounds. So that stops the clock at 1:32 here. And it'll only be a short gain on the play. 4th down for the Mustangs. It'll be a timeout. Pardon me, it looks like it'll be an official's timeout. It looks like the Mustangs are going to punt the football. And it looks like there's a lot of confusion there
as to who called the timeout.
And looks like a lot of confusion here.
Each team's pointing at each other, say, you called the timeout. No, you called the timeout.
Both coaches are pretty much out on the field trying to figure it out.
As it shows, SMSU has 1 timeout left, while Upper Iowa has 2 timeouts left.
Well, as they figured that out, Paul, I mean, let's look at the Mustang offense so far. I mean, they've been pretty good at passing the ball. Charlie Kern, 18 completions on 32 attempts, 265 yards and 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception. So, I mean, you got to look at Charlie Kern's performance passing and rushing as well. 13 attempts, 45 yards, and a touchdown. You got to love what Charlie Kern's been doing here, Paul.
Yeah, definitely, especially the way he's been hooking up with receivers. Nathaniel Hewitt, who has 6 receptions for 113 yards, while Jordan Cross has also 6 receptions for 60 yards.
Again, the Mustangs will punt the ball here. It's about 4th down and 12 to go.
Mike Wank here will try and just pit them deep as they can go.
Trey McTaggart on the punt. He had a 91-yard punt return for a touchdown in the beginning of the game, early in the first quarter. And he'll let that go, and it'll be out at about the Mustang.
Big mistake right there. Right at the 5-yard line. Beautiful pump by Mike Wink once again.
Again, Mike Wink has been money on his punts and kicks here tonight, Paul. The Mustang defense looking to make a big stop here and try to win this thing here in the fourth quarter. What does the Mustang defense have to do here, Paul?
They have to be doing the exact same thing they've been doing all game long, containing the run, getting pressure on the quarterback, and being able to make big plays on third down.
Mustang bringing pressure. Jaski will pass it. Number 8 will stiff arm a couple of Mustangs and get the first down at about the 20-yard line. No huddle here for the Peacocks. Trying to get into field goal range. Tim Rube is only 1 of 3 from field goal range, and that'll be incomplete. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter.
They had to go a long ways here for this field goal attempt. Minute 10, 1 timeout left at the 21-yard line, their own 21-yard line.
Another 5-wide set. Jaski back to pass, and he's got a wide open man, and he underthrows him. He had a lot. He could have gone all the way there for the Peacocks. Mustangs catch a break there, Paul.
Just was not able to get enough on that throw, as he had David Eswine in stride to go possibly all the way, as he got behind both defenders.
Jaski will run it, try to go for the first down, and he'll dive it for it, and he will get it. 51 seconds left here. Jaski, 5 attempts, 14 yards. Jaski, and it'll be a flag on the play.
Start there.
It'll be a false start on the Peacocks. Official call here. By referee Dan Fremling from Fargo, North Dakota. This is the head referee here for this game. The penalty was called by Trevor Simbernagel, from line judge from Fargo, North Dakota. And it looks like he got the official call, and it will be a false start on the Peacocks. They'll be at their own 28. Looks like there's a timeout on the play, so we will take a 30-second break as well. So you're watching Mustang football here on KSSU TV.
There are moments when you think about what defines you. Mine was the moment when the doctor said autism.
As a parent, you're expected to have all the answers. But when your child has autism, there are very few answers to be had.
Can you tell me what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I don't know.
That's why thousands across the country have come together online to give researchers the insight that only families can provide. Join the Ian Project. We all have questions. Together, we'll find the answers.
Welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University, where the SMSU Mustangs lead the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 28-25. So the Mustang defense trying to make a stop here, try to keep the Peacocks from field goal range to try and tie this game up. 5-wide set again for the Peacocks. And it is
more pressure on Jeske there.
Pass is broken up. And again, Alex Burton having one heck of a game as well. Had some key tackles. A nice pass breakup there.
Jeske there was not comfortable in the pocket, and that's why he had to get rid of that quickly, as he had 3 Mustangs bearing down on him.
Another blitz by the Mustangs. Jesse's got a guy, and it will be knocked away by Donovan Woods. His 3rd pass breakup of the game. Donovan Woods coming up big.
Jeske there tried to go to Jake Johnston, But Woods was there to break up that play in a hurry.
Jaski, 30 completions, 59 attempts, 310 yards, and an interception. I mean, you think this Peacock team would be more of a running team, but right now they're really passing the ball. Over the middle, he's got Eswine, and he'll be breaking a lot of tackles, but finally be taken down at the Peacock 49-yard line.
We'll get the first down.
33 seconds and counting for the Peacocks. Back to pass, A.J. Page on the edge.
Oh.
Incomplete, looking for Gisking. 26 seconds left here. Andrew McReynolds on the coverage.
Certainly within reason here for Upper Iowa to get at least an attempt here for a field goal. Mustang defense needs to come up with a play here.
Oh, and a nice catch by Giesking. His 11th reception on the game, and he's got over 110 yards receiving. 20 seconds
Still
left.
going.
Jaski back to pass. He's going to look near side, and it's going to be incomplete. 13 seconds left.
Probably worth at least 2-3 plays worth right here.
Mustangs trying to get a win here on homecoming night.
As the sideline really tries to pump up the crowd here for the finish.
Five wide set again. Jaski rolling out to his left. He's looking for his receiver, and it'll be incomplete. Gutman, the intended receiver, on the play.
Jaski, his 64th attempt on the night. 32 of 64.
It'll be 3rd down and 10 on the SMSU 40-yard line.
8 seconds left.
Jaski back to pass, and he is sacked by Jacob Lefso. And that should end the game right there. The SMSU Mustangs win on homecoming night. Their just 3rd homecoming victory since 2001. Jaski just got destroyed on that play.
What a way to finish that game. Start to finish, this game was all about SMSU defense.
And we're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll give you all the post-game analysis here on KSSU TV. You're watching Mustang football. Welcome back to Mackey Field here at the Schwann Regional Event Center on the campus of Southwest Minnesota State University. The SMSU Mustangs finally get a homecoming win here in 2014, beating the Upper Iowa University Peacocks 28-25. So I got to say, Paul, Jacob Bledsoe, he had a nice tackle for a loss at the beginning of the 4th quarter, and then he gets the sack to end the game here. We've seen pressure all night from the Mustang defense, but we'll talk about that a little later. Let's get to some of the stats here. So Cole Jaski had one heck of a game as well for the Peacocks. 32 completions on 64 attempts, 1 interception, 342 yards. And you look at the rushing stats as well. You look at Chris Smith, 24 attempts, 104 yards, and 1 touchdown. And then you look at one of his guys, Giesking, 10 receptions, 111 yards. One heck of a game from him. And Shea Gutman with 9 receptions, 84 yards. And then you look at Chris Smith as well, 5 receptions, 63 yards. So let's send it over to Paul Vold with the SMSU stats.
Charlie Curran with 18 of 32 passing with 3 touchdowns, 1 interception on 265 yards. while Devontae Stevens led the way rushing with 12 attempts for 90 yards, while Tyler Tondrum had 17 attempts for 83 yards, and Charlie Kern had 13 for 45 yards. Nathaniel Hewitt again has another great game here for the Mustangs as he had 6 receptions for 113 yards. Jordan Cross with 6 receptions for 60 yards. Nate Carr with 3 receptions for 32 yards. Tyler Tondrum had 2 for 57 yards.
So again, Paul, I mean, offensively, the Mustangs were great as well. Total of 466 yards on offense, 201 rushing the ball, 265 passing the ball. But I got to say, Paul, there was a lot of pressure on Jayski tonight. The Mustang defense was just, I got to say, one of the best I've seen in a long time.
Yes, definitely since our time here. SMSU defense played a great game holding Upper Iowa 8 of 25 on third down as they came in at 38% on this season.
Most definitely. And again, you look at the Mustangs here, they finally get a win here on homecoming night. It'll be their 3rd win since 2001. So it's great to see the Mustangs get back out here and get the win. So here we go. The Mustangs, October 18th at Sioux Falls at 12 p.m. coming up next. And then the next time the Mustangs play will be against Wayne State here at Mackey Field at the Schwann Regional Event Center on October 25th at 6 p.m. And then we'll look at the Upper Iowa Peacocks, who they play next. And they will play Winona State at home next week at 6 p.m. So anyway, Paul, one heck of a great game by the Mustangs. Good job today again. And hopefully we'll see you in a couple weeks here, Mustang fans. Thank you to all the camera crew, all the people in the back doing a great job. And we'll see you in 2 weeks when the Mustangs take on Wayne State. And drive safe and have a good homecoming night.